Hey, what is going on, fuckheads? Yeah, we did this emergency fucking Smashcast for tonight. Um, as everybody knows, my health has been very quite fucking interesting in the past, I don't know, year and a half.
Hmm.
I'll fill everybody in that has no clue what the fuck has happened. So, roughly about a year and a half. Fuck, god damn it, I'm a retard, and da 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 da.
What happened?
That's loud. There we go. I forgot to mute the fucking stream. Woohoo!
Oh.
I'm like, can't hear anything, trying to find out which one is it. So, it was about, back in January, February, March. Was it April? Like around April 17th, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, where I thought that this cancer was like well, nobody really told me in the hospital. They kept everything hush hush. First time I was told, I thought it was just gallstones going into the fucking hospital, and come to find out that, boy, was I wrong. But they just kind of delivered the message to me in a very fucked up kind of way. Instead of actually bringing me into the hospital and admitting me, and then running a bunch of tests, and then going, you have cancer. Instead, it was just like, it was one of those like, hey, you've got cancer. And I went, I'm leaving. And up and peaced out. Left the fucking emergency room. Now, this is after, mind you, they pumped a fuck ton of Dilaudid into my system. So I was higher than a kite and was like, why am I sitting here? I'm getting the fuck out of here. So I fucking hightailed it the fuck out of the hospital, got home, and ended up hopping on Southern Comfort with Wiggy and Tater and all of those guys.
Mm.
And we had an interesting night that night, and I was all sorts of fucked up. So I woke up the next day, and I was in twice as much pain as I was the day before. I was like, this is a bad fucking idea. I should have just fucking stayed. So instead, I ended up, my wife ends up driving me to the hospital, and end up going into the hospital, and I got a wrath of bullshit from the staff on like, why did you leave? I'm like, why can't you guys have better bedside manner?
Yeah.
I was like, you told me I had cancer. And they're like, well, you probably do. I'm like, well, you don't just fucking blurt it out in the emergency room, asshole.
Yeah.
I'm like, you did
Break
one.
it down.
I'm like, you did one fucking CAT scan test. You didn't biopsy anything. And you know what? I'm like, and I didn't have anything else. Like, no oncologist came in. I was like, you guys are doing this fucking bang up job. I'm like, just fucking shut up and admit me. So after the doctor comes down and gives me the tongue lashing from hell, I was like, are you going to admit me or not? She's like, yeah. I'm like, thank you. That's all I fucking needed to hear. So this is a Saturday. I get admitted Saturday. And of course, no doctor's around on the fucking weekend.
Mm.
Even if they say they're on call. Bullshit. No doctor is ever around or specialist is ever around on the weekend. If they say they are the one man on the totem pole in their fucking in their
Live.
doctor's firm. Like, like must be like just got the fucking job. They're the on-call doctor for the weekend. They're fucked.
That's when they're enthusiastic as well. They're like, oh shit, I actually want to do something.
Mm-hmm. So nothing happens on Saturday. Nothing happens on Sunday. Sunday night, the fucking nurses tell me I can't eat or drink anything because I'm going to have a test done. They're like, you're gonna get a colonoscopy done. I'm like, oh, wonderful, that's fucking awesome. So the only thing they give you overnight is this glass of ice water, and they give you this fucking sponge on a stick. And what that is for is to literally fucking wet your mouth.
Uh,
Me, being me, I was cheating, dipping it into the water and sucking on the fucking sponge. I was like, fuck you, I'm thirsty. You gotta understand, at this point, they're hitting me with fucking Dilaudid, and they're hitting me with fucking um, oxycodones at that point. And it
just
was like,
diuretics everywhere.
yeah, so it was like, sweet, just dry me the hell out. But the only decent thing was I was actually connected to an IV that time.
Mm.
So it's like, all right, cool. I'm pissing like a racehorse, but my mouth is drier than hell. I felt like Jim Carrey from, Me, Myself, and Irene. When he's trying to get a glass of that water, that's how bad this shit was. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So, and then finally, the next day, I wake up and everything else, and there's no test. I
Of
can't
course.
eat or drink anything, and I don't find out until noon. I'm like, that's awesome. And they're like, yeah. So I didn't get to eat breakfast. I didn't get to eat lunch. I didn't eat anything the fucking night before, pretty much. I was like, fuck. And on top of that, they put me on a liquid fucking diet. I was like, this is awesome. So I was like, anybody got anything to drink? And she's like, oh, we have some sodium-free chicken broth. I was
Thank
like,
you. Sounds
really?
tasty.
I was like, can I get some salt for this bitch? And she's like, well, and I'm like, not with this wool shit. I'm like, you motherfucker screwed me over. I want salt. So it's in a cup, probably about this fucking size, of nothing but chicken broth. So I just put fucking salt and pepper in it. It was like, this tastes wonderful. Yum. I know how Wiggy fucking felt when he was going through his,
Welcome to my world, my son.
yeah. So then I started doing vlogs every time they fucking hit me with the morphine, or the wanted. And if you noticed in some of those vlogs back then, my eyes started getting like, they slowly started to shut a little bit more each fucking video. And one of them, I think I took about 4 takes because I was holding the tablet over my face like this, and I literally dropped the fucking tablet and smashed myself in the face. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, a little too freaking drugged up right now. So then, Tuesday fucking comes, and Sunday, Tuesday night, Mr. Harrington, we can't have you eat or drink anything after midnight. All right. Let's do this shit again. So all that shit, Monday night, all that shit rolls into Tuesday, and the same thing fucking happens.
No testing.
No test. They pushed it back again till Wednesday. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And of course, this time it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, can I please just get something? So the food aide was actually nice enough to fucking bring up beef broth this time, and Jello and pudding and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I learned their Jello sucked. Their pudding was absolutely fucking nasty. Like, I think I'd rather eat coffee grounds than eat their chocolate pudding. It was that bad. I was just like, oh my god. So my mom fucking calls me up and she's like, anything I can do? I'm like, bring me pudding. Chocolate pudding. She brings me like a 24-pack of it. So the nurse is like, what's that? I'm like, this is my dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, thanks to you guys. So, I had that going on for me at least. And I'm like, can I get a shower? No, you're not allowed to get a shower, Miss Harrington. I'm like, oh my god, this fucking sucks. And they have, the fucking socks on me, and they put yellow fucking no-grip socks. And the yellow no-grip socks are for fall risk. I'm like, when the fuck did I fall?
Yeah.
I'm like, I never fucking fell. Well, I fucking did, apparently. I just don't remember it.
Damn.
Or feel it, for that matter.
Or feel it. Like, apparently I fell in the middle of the fucking night. Like, they didn't have the railings on the bed. I rolled right off. I was like, man, didn't realize it. And, they came, I remember, sitting on the bed, like, what the hell? And they're literally, untangling the fucking IV line from around. It was like, all right, whatever. So, the fucking test ensues for the next fucking day. And finally it happened on a Wednesday. Like, Wednesday the test finally went down. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. God bless you. Jesus Christ. So, I go down, and they're like, okay, 2 tests are going to happen. I'm like, all right, they're like, you're going to have your colonoscopy. I'm like, sweet, they get to shove a tube up my ass. I'm like, this is going to be fun. So they just already hit me with my fucking morning fucking meds, and I'm like, okay. 3 plus 3 equals 33. I'm half asleep, and I'm all, drugged the hell up. Oh, on top of that, to do the colonoscopy, I completely forgot. They tried to give me this stuff called Go Lightly. It didn't work because I kept throwing it back up. So instead, they came up with the solution of giving me it's magnesium citrate, and it was the lemon lime flavor. I could have given 2 shits, but I was so fucking thirsty and hungry at that point. Didn't care what the hell they gave me. And they gave me 3 bottles, and they're like, you're gonna have to. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, and she turns around. you're gonna have to finish. You already finished those.
Oh,
I'm like, yep.
you did it.
So next thing I know, she fucking hands me like 4 of these orange fucking pills, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Whatever. Fucking take that, fucking polish it off. I'm like, whatever. So then, it's to go to the bathroom, and, they want to clear your system completely out. They don't want anything to fucking be in there. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. That's no problem. So, all that shit's fucking going down. And next thing I fucking know, I'm pissing out of my ass. Like,
Lovely.
literally like, oh, this is awesome. And they're like, we just need it to be clear. Let us know when. And I'm like, I can't get off the toilet, so no problem. So for 2.5 to 3 hours, I literally sat on the toilet, shitting my brains out. Magnesium citrate is no fucking joke. Like, it's not gentle on the system at all. Like, Go Lightly is very gentle on the system. You feel like you have to take a poop, but it's not like, it feels like your insides are being fucking gutted to fucking death. So I end up, finally, I'm like, holy shit, it's clear. That's kind of creepy after 4 hours of pooping. Really creepy that I'm literally
It's just water.
Yeah,
It's like you're basically a faucet.
I'm like, I've got water coming out of my ass. And the nurse thinks it's hilarious. I'm like, this isn't funny. I'm like, this is no laughing matter. Why is there water coming out of my butt? And
Has there been a pipe rerouted or something?
Yeah, no shit. I'm like, am I dying? And she's like, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm like, no, I will not be fine. I've got fucking clear liquids coming out of my booty hole.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not right.
Like, I'm no doctor, but...
So the doctor fucking comes in, he's like, no, she's like, Dr. Gafoor, she's like a big, heavy-set Indian lady. Very nice, very, family-oriented, and she was like, don't worry about it, you'll be fine. I'm like, all right, cool, that's no problem. And she was all uppity and shit. I'm like, all right. So, after all of that, I wake up, and I'm like, I've got to fucking go take a shit. And I think I had the longest, like, ghost poop. I will call it the ghost poop, where you feel like you got to take a shit, but instead you just fart the whole entire time.
Yep.
And it was like this good, 35-second fart. I was like, ooh, I feel better now. And then the fucking wheelchair dude comes up, and he's like, you ready for your test? I was like, sure, let's get this started. So I go down, I'm of course...
I bet you didn't even believe him when he was just like, yeah, okay, we're going to go through that test. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I looked at him and was like, what test? And he's like, are you serious? He's like, the one they've been pushing back for the last 3 days. I'm like, I know, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go. So, hop in the fucking wheelchair, fucking take me down, and I'm all fucking drugged the hell up already at that point. Because they gave me my morning meds, which was fun. So then they're like, okay, Mr. Harrington, we need you to roll over onto your side and put your knees here. And, I'm like, all right, just make sure I'm out cold before you shove that tube up my ass. He's just like, wow, you're very blunt. I said, kind of have to be right now because this is very uncomfortable. I was like, I don't know whether to fucking laugh or fucking cry. And she's like, why? I'm like, I feel like I'm going to be extremely violated by the time this is done and over with.
You just gotta lube it up, ram it home, like a gentleman.
Yeah.
It's basically an experience.
I was like, and I cracked the joke. I'm like, am I going to be walking funny after?
Yeah.
Oh, you will be lawnmowering afterward.
And she's like, no, but you will be full of gas. I'm like, all right, no problem. So, yeah, pretty much. So, they fucking give me the gas. I pass the fuck out after finally hitting 55.
Whoa.
Yeah, I told them, I was like, you guys got to understand. I'm like, you give me that gas, you got to turn that shit up high. And they're just like, you'll be fine. I'm like, 72, 71. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, turn it up now.
Put that fucker into ozone. Let's do this.
Yeah, so the doc reaches over. You see him on the fucking crank. He's like, all right, there you go. Take a deep breath. And I got down to 55, and that's all I fucking remember. And then I remember waking up, coming to, they're putting my glasses on my fucking face, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And they're like, oh, you're all done, Mr. Harrington. I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. But what the fuck just happened? And why does it feel like I've got to fart? And they're like, wait till you get on the gurney and then feel free to all you want.
Because you do a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, so question, can I pull my fucking shorts back up now? Thank you very much. My balls aren't dangling out of the fucking... Like the funniest was like I purposely sat there and did the tuck. So all they saw was my ass and my nuts. And the nurse like looks over and she's like, she does a double take, like,
The old berries gave him a how do you do?
yep. I'm like, she's like, you seem to have a sense of humor. I'm like, fucking got it right now because I have no clue what's going on. Like I said,
I'm laid out for everybody to see. All you got's your sense of humor at that point.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta have
know.
your dignity.
Yeah.
My dignity fucking left a long time ago.
Really?
And I'm like, like I said, it's either I want to laugh or I want to fucking cry, and I'm not crying. God damn it, I'm good. So the one nurse is like, all right, Mr. Harrington. She's like, you can do one of two things. I'm like, all right. She's like, you can sit in the fetal position. I'm like, go fuck yourself. And she's like, with your knees in your chest. I'm like, no, we're good. I was like, believe me, I got a strong colon. I know I can fart. I can push this out, no problem. Just make sure there's no backsplash. And she goes, why? I'm like, for some strange reason, that's just kind of how it feels right now. And she's like, no, we cleaned you out. Believe me, there's nothing there. I'm like, all right, cool. So instantly, the fucking lawnmower starts. And we're walking down the fucking hallway to the fucking elevators. And that's all you hear is... And I'm like...
Oh my god.
And at that point, I have this big shit-eating grin on my fucking face. I'm cracking the fuck up because I think it's hilarious. Fucking... You take... I don't care how old you are. It's like saying boobies, poop, and fart. Or guys farting. It's like the fucking funniest fucking shit in the whole wide world. We revert back to fucking being 5 years old.
Yep.
You're like, fart.
Yeah.
Man,
Everybody-
I swear, I'd have been walking around going, I'd fucking pull my fucking
I
finger.
wanted
Pull that
to, they wouldn't let me walk around because I was, they freaking hit me with the intoxication shit, So next thing I know, I'm like, all right, whatever. Do all the bullshit. And, I'm on the 7th floor. This is on the 1st floor. And apparently there were a set of doctors getting on the 3rd floor that I did not know about. So I'm sitting there farting away like, like, hey, we got no music in here. I can sit there and make some music if you'd like. And they're like, Mr. Harrington, I'm like, and I'm just like, and they're
I'd have
like,
been like, drop that funky beat.
so next thing you know, I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let me just keep pushing this shit out because it feels a lot better than, doing this choppy stuff. It kind of hurts. So the whole time I'm just, the fucking elevator stops. I'm like, oh, we're on the 7th floor. They're like, no, we're at the 3rd. I'm like, fuck it. I got no fucking dignity. Like I said, everything is fucking out the window now.
It's all going.
So these two doctors come walking in, and I'm just, hey, how's it going, guys? My knees, like, I'm literally, like, hunched, like, not hunched, I'm laying on my side, fucking bringing my knees into my fucking stomach, and it's just, and they're like, oh, you were down at endoscopy? I'm like, yeah. I was like, got a colonoscopy, this is kind of fun. I was like, I still think it's absolutely amusing that this thing has not smelled yet once. I'm like, look, literally, my shit don't stink, gentlemen. How great is that? And they're just like, they're like, where the hell are you coming up with this shit? I'm like, look, like I said, I was laid out for everybody to fucking see. And either I'm going to laugh or I'm going to cry because it was like alien fucking autopsy down there. Like, I was probed and, I didn't even get any money or a kiss or like a fucking... I was like, I at least wanted a mint on my pillow. And they're like, oh my God. So finally I get up to the fucking 7th floor and I'm still farting the whole fucking way down to my fucking bedroom. And they're like, you think you can walk? I'm like, sure. So like as I'm walking into the fucking bedroom, it's... And then all of a sudden it was, we're going to stop there. I'm going to go to the...
So we're going to get you a wheelchair.
And no, like I literally sat down and I took a shit. I was like, I
Nice.
something was in there.
Fucking Labrador style. Nice.
Walked right into the bathroom, drop a deuce, and the fucking wheelchair guy fucking comes back. He's like, I'm here for the other test. I'm like, didn't you just drop me off? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let's fucking go. So he's like, we're running late. I'm like, dude, don't hit too many bumps. I might shit myself again.
Yeah, just pull it out.
So as like every bump he's fucking hitting, it's like, I'm like, oh my fucking God, this is absolutely hilarious. So finally they get me into the CAT, like it's a CAT scan guided fucking fucking biopsy. I'm like, all right, no problem. So they tell me they're going to hit me with a local anesthetic, which would have been nice if they fucking hit me with a local, because
Why only the local? If they're going inside you, shit.
um I don't know, just because they're only going about that fucking far.
I guess so, yeah.
I give my wife a local every night.
Oh,
He only goes about that far though.
Hey, my fingers are not that long. Thank you very much.
So, so finally, this fucking doctor, she's talking to me, and I was like, I gotta say this, but damn, you're fucking hot. And she's like, what is it? She's like, what did we give you, truth serum? I'm like, no, you're very beautiful. I was like, I just wanted to let you know that. And she's like, well, thank you. And she's like, don't worry, I'm going through a divorce. I'm like, nice, very nice.
Maybe you need a local.
So this other doctor, and I think his name is Dr. Vargas. This guy's a real prick. He's, they have this grid fucking mapped out on my fucking stomach, and they're literally like figuring out like what section, and they lay it down on my stomach and draw everything on there and figure, okay, we're gonna go right here. And I'm like, you're gonna give me the local anesthetic, right? Oh yeah, no problem. Fucking motherfucker never gave me the local.
God.
And just plunged down, ripped the chunk out, and pulled up.
Oh.
In the process, my gut instinct was to swing, and I stopped my fist about that far from his fucking face.
Yeah.
And at that point, like, you could see the beads of sweat, like, dripping off his forehead. Like, oh, fuck. And everybody was like, holy shit. I'm like, you fucking told me you were going to give me a local, and you never fucking did. I was like, the next time I see you, I'm going to have a 32-ounce ball peen hammer, and I'm going to tie you to a fucking chair. I'm going to fucking break all your goddamn toes. He just looked at me like, okay. I was like, you're a cocksucker, you prick. Now get me the fuck out of here.
It's only a lamp, he'll live.
Yeah. So they got me out of there, finally, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Let's see how long it takes for the test results to come back. So, all of a sudden, Dr. Kafour's fucking demeanor has completely fucking changed. She went from being happy-go-lucky to, but you're so young. I'm like, well, what's the matter? I'm like, do I have cancer? Do I not? Like, what's going on? Nobody's telling me anything. And then on top of that, I have these fucking college interns, pretty much, that are learning on how to fucking, do phlebotomy. And they're like, oh, so, they're watching everything. The teacher's coming in, and the teacher completely gives me the wrong information. She's trying to tell me there's something wrong with my fucking, God damn it. Patrick Swayze died from that cancer that it was in.
Pancreatic, yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to say there's something wrong with my pancreas and shit like that. And I'm like, my pancreas is over here. What the fuck is over up in here? I'm like, that's my gallstone. So I'm like, that's my gallbladder. But there's nothing wrong with the gallbladder. I'm like, and that's what fucking hurts. So, she fucking had wrong fucking information the whole fucking time, blowing massive clouds of smoke up my ass. So finally the doctor fucking comes in, and, he says a few fucking things, and he's bringing one of the student nurses with him, and I literally have the door cracked, and I'm listening, and I heard cancer, and I went, fuck. Well, how bad is this going to be? They should tell me, right? It's Wednesday. All Thursday, nothing. I didn't have the test results back yet. Dr. Kafour is still going, you poor child, you. I'm like, oh my fucking God, can we please just fucking tell me? That's all I want to know. If you tell me, I'll be a little bit more relaxed, and, don't leave me in the dark. It's my body too, dickheads. So probably about Friday morning, the oncologist comes walking in, and it was Dr. Virshwar and Dr. Arajo, who's my oncologist now. And he goes, just so you know, you do have cancer, and it is pretty bad. It's pretty extensive, but I think that we can get rid of it with chemotherapy. He's like, I think, it's going to be a long road, but I think we can get rid of this with chemotherapy. I'm like, all right, no problem. All right, cool. They were uppity about it. They're like, this is what we can do for you. I'm like, I'm game. Let's do it. So then another 5 hours go by, and the fucking GI fucking doctor comes in, And he's like, oh, it's really bad. I'm like, well, I was just told by some other doctors it was, but, chemotherapy. And he's like, oh, you don't want to do chemotherapy. It'll sit there and destroy you. Da, 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 da. He's like, you need the surgery right away. And I'm like, what surgery? And he's like, oh, it's the colon. He explains everything. And I'm like, okay, but how are you going to get to my colon? And he just is like, what do you mean? I'm like, you've got to get through cancer to get to the colon area. And he's like, okay. I'm like, you literally have to cut through cancer to get to the other cancer. Because my whole stomach at that point was nothing but a sheet of fucking tumors, So I'm like, can you explain that to me? I'm like, I'm not a fucking doctor, nor am I a rocket scientist here, but I'm pretty sure you're going to fucking kill me if you do that. And he's like, no, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. I'm like, I'll be fine?
Be fine.
I'm like, what crack
This
have you
is-
fucking smoked?
This isn't like, unleaded in a diesel car. It's like, it'll be alright. Don't worry about it. Just
Yep, just burn it out. You'll have the farts. You'll be good.
it'll be alright. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you'll be, and I'm like, you're fucking out of your, out of your goddamn mind. So finally,
That's when I would have said, let's have a look at that degree there, buddy.
I was like, look, dude, I was like, I'm not doing the fucking, any of that. And my oncologist come walking back in. Before that, the guy actually told me I had 6 months left to live if I didn't have the surgery. I was like, excuse me? He's like, this cancer is that aggressive where it will kill you that fucking quickly. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Yahoo. Fucking go me. And then guess who's outside the fucking door? It's my mom, my dad, and my brother. So I got to go tell them, hey, guess what? Your youngest fucking kid and your youngest brother and your youngest grandchild, second to youngest grandchild, is going to die before, you guys die. Pretty fucking awesome. It's an awesome fucking feeling where you're just like, honestly, I kind of was put into shell shock. Like, what do I say? How do I fucking say it to them? Fuck it. All right. So they come in. I'm like, you guys need to sit down. They're like, what's the matter? I'm like, I've got 6 months to live. And they're like, excuse me? I'm like, the stomach pains I've been having? They're like, yeah. I'm like, it's nothing but cancer. I was like, I have stage 4 colon cancer, and what happened was the cancer self-metastasized, and instead of it going to my liver and spreading like wildfire that way, instead it went into my, abdominal wall. I was like, so it kind of saved me, So they're like, okay. I'm like, but I got to do a lot of chemotherapy. We're going to go that route. And they're like, all right. I'm like, I'd also like to get a second opinion if I can, just because, it can't fucking hurt. So they're like, all right, no problem. So I go through the second, I finally fucking leave that fucking place after being there for a week, and I make it back onto Southern Comfort. And I end up fucking talking to Wiggy and Tater and all them and telling them what's going on. And it's like, look, I have stage 4 colon cancer, and I've been given 6 months to fucking live. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I don't plan on dying. So you guys are stuck with me for a little bit longer. So
And there was a slight slow clap. They were like, yeah.
Yay, fuck. We've only known you for a week, and we already want to get rid of you.
God damn it.
Like, literally, I think they knew me for all of, like, 3 weeks or 4, like, it was maybe a month at that point, I think.
Yeah, right at it.
So it was like, fuck, man. All right. So then, Monday, I go down to fucking Moffitt Cancer Center, talk to them, and they're like, look, it's, going to be chemotherapy. Your best bet is if you want to go to, Dr. Araujo, because he's closer, then by all means go to him, or you can come to us, but it's an 1.5 to 2 hour trek down here every fucking day. But what we can do is we can put you up in a hotel across the street and pay for that the whole time you're here while you're getting your chemo done. And I'm just kind of thinking, I'm like, you know what, first time getting chemotherapy, I'd rather have, like, my family around me, So I'm like, all right, cool, let's fucking have that shit set up. And my insurance company ends up fucking screwing me over royally. This is April. I
They're
don't
not
think.
known for that.
Yeah, dude, I didn't start chemo until what, like June?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was June. I didn't start doing chemotherapy until June. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because it was like one little fucking thing called Neulasta, and I was getting 2 milligrams, milliliters more than what the insurance was going to cover. All my doctor had to do was call down and fucking get the shit situated. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The best was in the process of making this phone call, the lady apparently didn't believe me that I had cancer. Like, she thought she
They didn't
muted,
believe you.
like, she thought she muted the phone, and it was one of these inner city folks. She's like, yeah, check this motherfucker out. She's like, he's saying he's got cancer. Full of fucking shit. He just wants to take my... And finally she comes back. I'm like, this motherfucker's full of shit, huh? I'm like, all right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to get your fucking supervisor, and you're going to put that fucking bitch on the phone, you fat fucking cow. Because if I fucking
I'd love
find
to have
you,
been there.
I was like, you are not going to enjoy what the fuck happens next. And she's like, I'm like, thanks, now fucking go get her. So I talked to them. I'm telling them what's fucking going on and everything else. And finally, it was like, down to that. I'm like, thank you, and have a nice day, and go fuck yourselves. Eat a fat bag of dicks, and I hope you all fucking die of this shit. So finally get that shit situated. Everything goes through. Finally, I can get my fucking chemo done. And I remember the first batch of getting chemo done. It was probably the easiest batch of that. My first batch. My first batch, I ended up literally losing probably about 20 pounds a week, and then I would gain about 5 pounds back. I was that ill. It was to the point where I did, it was 3 days on, 3 days off, 3 days on, or 3 days on, of chemo. So it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the pump came off, and then Friday I got a shot of Neulasta. So this stuff was so fucking bad that my sense of flavor fucking went. I didn't lose my hair, but my sense of flavor fucking went. I got neuropathy in my fucking hands and feet. I had discolored fucking skin in my hands and fucking feet. It felt like I was either walking on razor blades or fucking pins and needles or fucking ice. That's how fucking bad it was. My hands fucking hurt like that. And then the Neulasta they fucking shot, all your joints fucking ache. Like, you feel like, it just feels like someone's taking a baseball bat to it. Found out that Claritin fucking clears that shit up in a fucking heartbeat. I was like, really? Just regular Claritin? They're like, yeah. I'm like, fucking give me that shit. So, after my first thing of chemo, I'm like, I am not going back and doing that again. And I remember Wiggy fucking being in my ear about it the whole time. He's like, you gotta fucking do it. He's like, we're doing this whole kill cancer, not fucking people. He's like, da, 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 da. He's like, we're all fucking behind you. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but this is my body, and it fucking sucks. He's like, dude, and you said the same thing that like my dad said. It was, you're like, look, man, it's only 3 days of hell, and then you get to just relax after that. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, unfortunately, what happened was this stuff beat my immune system up so bad that it went from just 3 days of hell to 4 days to 5 days to 6 days, where I was so ill that, Friday I should have been recouping and fine. Nope, not happening. Was still fucking sick, throwing up, fucking blood pressure's at like 235 over like 152. Eddie knows the fucking blood pressure on that one. That's some bad shit right there. You're stroking out just about at that fucking point. They're trying to figure out how to fucking lower my shit, and nothing's fucking working. I'm pretty much on a liquid diet at that point because I just can't hold any solids down. And then come Sunday, I'm fucking perfectly fine. And I could act normal again, and then have a whole fucking week off, and then go back and fucking do that shit. And I did it for about 7 weeks, or 14 weeks, 7 treatments. And my last one, my doctor was like, I think we can have surgery done. I was like, I stopped. I was like, so what does this mean? He's like, if you have surgery done, you have to stop doing chemo. I'm like, okay. He's like, that stuff has to be out of your system, completely out of your system, in order for us to do this operation. Because if they do the colon reconstruction,
can't heal.
You can't heal. You won't fucking heal at all. I'm like, all right, that's no problem. So they fucking take, whatever. I don't fucking care. I almost kissed the dude. Because that just meant, I actually got to fucking feel normal for a while. So then, at this point, it's what, October? beginning of October is when my surgery was, and I go into the fucking hospital, and they do all my bullshit. I do my fucking vlog, and I was like, "Hey doc, quick question." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "How long do you think this operation will take?" He's like, "Let's see." He's like, "Roughly, it should be about like 5.5, 6 hours." I'm like, "All right." He's like, "I'm going to take my time though, just to let you know. I want to make sure I get everything out of there." I'm like, "All right, cool." So next thing I know, they got me going into the fucking. They have me going in. They fucking strap your fucking arms across and shit. You're like in the Jesus Christ pose. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. And they're like, yeah, you're like, oh, the whole fucking time. I'm like, this is great. I'm being an ass because they've got me so fucking rocked out of my fucking mind at that point on fucking all sorts of meds. So I'm like, all right, let's get this shit fucking, let's get this shit situated. And we start doing all that, and I go under after another 55 seconds of counting backwards. And for some strange reason, like, you know how, like, when you go out, if you've ever been put under, it's not like, ooh, a comfortable fucking sleep. It's like somebody knocked you the fuck out, and then all of a sudden someone just, like, grabbed your fucking soul and ripped it the fuck out of your chest when you come to. You're like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that fucking hurt my stomach. I'm laying back the fuck down. I'm like, this is fucking bad. And I look at the fucking clock, and that was my first indication of something went wrong. I'm sitting there squinting. I'm like, can you get me my glasses? They're like, yeah. Here's your glasses. I went in at 8 o'clock or 8:30. Why is it saying it's 11:33? And I'm like, is that AM or PM? And they're like, that's AM. Why? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, you know what? Just get me back to my room. And they're like, you sure? I'm like, yes. Get me back to my room, and we'll figure it out from there. They're like, all right. So they, bring me back to my room, and I'm looking at them like, I literally like felt down. I'm like, I don't have a long fucking scar. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, something got complicated. What fucking happened? And I went into that surgery putting all my fucking ducks in a barrel, thinking I was going to get rid of the fucking cancer. Thought it was going to be the greatest thing in the whole wide world. I'd be cancer-free by the time it was my fucking birthday. And come to find out that I have inoperable fucking tumors. I still had the tumor that was in my colon, and I had a 5-inch golf ball of a tumor in my upper left quadrant, which is pretty much like, you look where your fucking rib cage is, like if you split your stomach down the middle, and where your rib cage is, it's like right under your fucking like nipple area, down a little bit. And that's where this fucking tumor was. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. So, that right there didn't get fucking taken out. They couldn't take that. They couldn't risk taking that out because I have these little fucking tumors, and it's a very thin piece. Like the tumor is very dense. It on the screen it looks like it's massively fucking huge, but when you take a fucking side view, that thing's like wafer fucking thin.
Mm.
So they can't really like cut it the fuck out. Well, what it's doing was I found out I have 22 of those, by the way. Not over 50 or over hundreds. I only have 22 of those. And they are the size of a pin tip. And they are secreting fucking liquids. And that is the cancer fluid. That's ascites is what it's fucking called. Is usually what it's called when you end up, filling up with the fucking fluid. So come to find out, the doctor, my wife filled me in a little bit, the doc filled me in, and I'm like, all right, no problem. Just get the fuck out of here. Left, fucking went home, passed the fuck out, woke up the next day, talked to the doctor, and he's like, I still want to see you in X amount of weeks just because, you were cut open. I'm like, all right, that's cool, no problem. Do all that bullshit. And then I start contemplating, do I want to go back to do chemo again because of how bad the chemo was? So I have to wait to heal up a little bit, and then I can go back and do chemo whenever I fucking want. Well, I think I was healed by like November. I didn't go back to doing chemo till like mid-December because I was scared shitless of fucking just getting that fucking stuck with the same, regime. It's what the fuck was it? It's Full Fury was one of them. 5FU is what it's called. And then there's Oxyplatin, where it's a platinum. That's where your fucking sense of taste fucking goes. Goodbye. You pretty much give yourself like metal poisoning almost is what they're doing when they're putting it into your fucking system. That's where the neuropathy, yeah, dude, that's where the neuropathy fucking came from. That's where the fucking...
I think... Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, for some reason it went all robot voicey for a second, but it seems to be okay now. No, what's going on? I thought you were breaking up, and I was like, we're losing him. No. Bad choice of words there.
So, yeah. So, next thing you know, where the fuck was that? Oh, the Oxyplatin and Avastin. And that was where all my side effects were coming from, was the Avastin. That's the stuff that literally, it starves tumors to death. But it's effective and it fucking works. But the bitch about it...
Hospitable.
Like, the bitch about it is, it makes you very ill. It makes you pretty much want to give up on life. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, I was so weak at the end of my 7th fucking treatment, I looked at my dad as he's, like, putting my shirt on for me in my fucking bedroom, and I said, like, I leaned over, I'm like, Pop, do me a favor. He's like, what's the matter? I'm like, there's the shotgun over there, and there's a round in it. Fucking take me behind the fucking shed and shoot me. And he goes, ha ha ha, you know, very funny. I'm like, I'm being serious. And he was just like, oh shit. You know, it gave him a reality check. I was like, I want to fucking die. And it's not happening right now. And he's like, oh, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. You know, shake it the fuck off. It's just kind of how my dad's fucking dealt with it, you know? And I'm like, I was like, if bad things come out of this, I'm fucking haunting you. And he's like, you'll be fine. I'm like, all right, fine. You know, and I was good after that and shit like that. So then I started up the new chemo. And the new chemo was completely different than the other shit, like night and day. The first night, what was it, were you playing Battlefield?
Yep.
And I'm fucking talking to you, I'm like, I think I did too much. But I was like, I can actually play video games. I'm just going to lay here.
He's like, I'm just going to close my eye. I'm like, you're not going to be very effective that way. He goes, nah, fuck it.
Don't worry about it. I still drive a tank.
Dude, the funny thing is, like, I was at the main menu screen where the rain's just falling down the whole time. It was so, like, peaceful to me. And I was like, all right, you know what, Wiggy, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to bed.
You know those people that are like, I was listening to the rains of the rainforest. No, I was looking at the loading screen on Battlefield.
Yeah. So, dude, like, you know, so I was like, all right, sweet, that shit fucking works. You know, I can still play video games and everything else. This is going to be fucking awesome. I've got twice as much energy as I did the last time. Great. So, you know, the next fucking week, I end up getting sick. So that pushed the fucking chemotherapy back another 2 weeks. Like, fuck. And then I get chemotherapy right before Christmas, and then New Year's and all that. So I went like 3-4 weeks again. I'm like, son of a bitch. Can we get on a regular fucking pattern here? So we start doing a regular fucking pattern again. And that's when they introduced the fucking oculant spray to me. Of their painkiller, of their the cannabinoid spray, which was great for getting me high, and that was about it. It got you high and got you the munchies, and I'm like, this is being tested by the government. I'm like,
The best stuff ever.
It's like the best stuff ever, because if I took a 10 milligram fucking Vicodin and I fucking sprayed that, I stared at a TV that was blank for fucking 9 hours straight, thinking there's fucking shit on there. Like, give me the remote, we gotta change this. And my
blank
wife,
TV, damn, this is good shit.
yeah, dude, it was a blank fucking TV. My wife is cracking up hysterically, like, you really are an idiot. And I'm like, this is fucking great, you know? Let's fucking do this shit. So finally, the doctor's like, look, you know, it's not getting any smaller, so we want to do radiation treatment on you. How do you feel? I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know, I'll definitely do the radiation, and we'll try that out. So I had 5 weeks of radiation. And let me tell you, radiation sucks a fat baby's dick. It was 5 weeks. Dude, it was 5 weeks of hell, because it's every single day for 15 minutes, but every single fucking day. Jesus Christ.
Is that the dogs?
It sounds like Coop's dogs.
Aaron must be home.
You hear him like going batshit crazy.
Oh,
So finally, I'm done doing that shit, and the doc's like, I think we can get this cut out of you again. I'm like, oh my fucking lord. All right,
you got that last time.
I'm like, all right, let's go meet this. Because he's like, I found a doctor that said he'll fucking cut it out for you. And I'm like, all right, let's just go and fucking meet with this guy. So I finally fucking go down to Tampa 2 weeks ago, and I meet up with this dude. And this dude is, first of all, he's not even in his office. He's at the hospital at Tampa General, fucking doing surgeries and shit. I'm like, this is really fucking weird. I'm like, all right, whatever. Here's all my fucking information that I have, and here's, everything. Well, apparently my surgeon handed them a whole bunch of stuff too. And here's what really threw me off. So they put me in a fucking waiting room. I haven't gotten much sleep, and I keep passing the fuck out, talking in my sleep. My mom found out that I talk in my sleep, apparently. And, the fucking chair where they fucking sit you, like the table that they fucking sit you down on, I was pulled a chair up to it. It was like, fucking hell, cold. So somebody comes in, and it's one of the doctors, and he's getting all the information from me and this and that. And I'm explaining to him, and he's looking through the file, and he's like, I'll be right back. So he gets the other surgeon to come in, and they're like, well, what exactly are you looking to get out of this? I said, I have no fucking clue. I said, I'm going to put it to you this way. I said, first of all, I've been here for 2 hours. I'm starting to get a little fucking aggravated. I'm like, I don't know why the fuck I'm here. I'm like, my doctor fucking apparently talked to one of your associates that said he could do the fucking surgery. And they're like, oh, that's Dr. Such and Such. He's over at Tampa General. I'm like, well, then fucking get him here so we can get this shit fucking over with.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, I looked at my mom. I'm like, you know what? Like, they're looking through everything. Even the other surgeon said this is inoperable tumors. There's no way we could actually, guarantee 100% recovery. I'm like, okay, that's what I fucking thought the first time I was told this. Well, I don't know why my doctor thinks that we can have this shit done again. I'm like, all right, whatever. So let's just fucking put it up to that. So finally, like, I opened the door, and the doctor's like, oh, no, sit back down. I'll take care of you. He's like, we'll get this all situated, all figured out. And I'm thinking in my head, this dude needs a fucking buck. He obviously needs fucking money somehow, somewhere. Should I just hand him a $20, a 20 and be like, here you go.
Do it.
So finally, he fucking comes in, and he's like, oh, yeah, I can do the surgery, but you got to drop down to 161 pounds. And, he's like, at that point, your mass index is perfect for what I got to do for you. And he's like, the only issue is I still can't guarantee 100% recovery. And I stopped and looked at him and said, well, why the fuck am I here? And he goes, what do you mean? I said, the only reason why I was going to come down here is for 100% recovery. You told my doctor, my oncologist, that you could do this surgery, no problem, with 100% recovery. I said, and obviously you fucking can't, so why the fuck am I here, you fucking tosser? And he just stops.
Yeah,
and he's like, well, give me a minute. And I'm like, I'm going to give you like, I was like, you got 5 to figure out what the fuck you're doing. And then I'm leaving. So, hold on. Taking some fucking medicine. So finally, it comes down to, I've had 2 associates now tell me that it's inoperable. I've had my own surgeon tell me it's inoperable. I've had another doctor from where I go to tell me it's inoperable. Even my own fucking oncologist told me it was inoperable. So this is 5 people we're talking about now, right? That have told me that I have inoperable fucking tumor.
Mm.
So then this dude...
Starting to see a trend.
Yeah, starting to see a trend as well. Like, why did I just waste my fucking time of fucking being here? So finally he's like, no, I can do it and this and that. And I said, what is my survival chance? And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, what is my, what...
Will I make it out here?
Will I make it out? Or, am I going to be like, pretty much screwed? And he's like, oh, no, he's like, you will be fine. It's just, he goes, it's more of like a 60-40 chance. I said, I do not like those odds at all. So I bid you adieu. I'm fucking out of here and have a good day. So I leave, go home. And this is a Friday, and I was just like, what the fuck? This is like the dumbest shit in the whole wide world. Do the podcast that night, talk to everybody, and then, the weekend fucking starts kicking in, and I think it was Sunday. I'm in all sorts of fucking pain. I'm just not feeling right. And I haven't been really feeling right for the last, few weeks. And I just kind of chalked it up to, hey, it's radiation, I'm not feeling good. Maybe that's what it is. And radiation only shrank it down when the doc looked at it to maybe 15 to 20%. But
20% of its size, or shrinked it 15%, as in it's still 85% of its.
It's still 85 to fucking 80% fucking size.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, well now it's been down to 3 inches, just to let you know. Instead of it being a 5-inch mass, now it's a 3-inch mass, and then the percentage taken out of that already. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's still not to his likings. They want it completely gone, and so do I. So next thing I know, I end up going to the hospital. I'm supposed to get a simple fucking procedure done at the hospital. It's called a paracentesis, and that's where they it's where they drain out your abdominal, area. I'm like, all right, cool. We'll get this shit done. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll be golden. So I get my abdomen. All right, so I'm there Sunday night. Monday is a national fucking holiday. What does that mean? Nobody's coming in on that day. Nobody in their right mind is going to come in on to work on their day off, especially any fucking doctors.
It's healthcare. It's not like, well, I'll choose not to be ill on this day. It doesn't work illnesses don't work based on the national holidays and public holidays.
Their paycheck does, though.
Yeah, to be honest, though, I mean, I heard from the flu himself. He said he even takes off Memorial Day. And you don't even want to know what he said about Martin Luther King Day.
So finally, that shit goes down. I'm like, all right, whatever. So Tuesday comes around, and Tuesday they're so fucking swamped because nobody was in on Monday that I get pushed back to fucking Wednesday. I'm like, here we fucking go again. I'm in the hospital a year and several months later. What the fuck?
Same shit all over again.
I'm like, same shit all over again. I was like, what am I going to come out with, hepatitis B? No, I'm fucking vaccinated for that. I was like, am I going to come out with the AIDS, the HIV? Something.
The HIV.
So finally, Wednesday I get the fucking procedure done. And normally I can breathe decent, Normally I can be like, all right. No, I couldn't do it then, man. I'm like, I'm having breathing issues. And they're like, breathe in as deep as you can. I'm like, that was it. And they're like, all right, let's go get a chest x-ray done. So they do a chest x-ray. And I'm looking at it. And the nurse, if it were up to the nurse, she would have fucking sent me home that day. She would have fucking been like, all right, you're fine, see you, bye. And she's like, well, I don't know what to look at and this and that, so I'm going to wait till, the doctor comes in and I'll talk to her about it. I'm like, all right, no problem. So then she talks to me and she's like, just a heads up, you have fluid in your lung. I was like, which lung? She's like, in your right lung. I'm like, how bad is it? And she goes, you have maybe 1 1.25 lung is how much you've been using as of late. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I was like, that explains why I'm extremely short-breathed on everything. And she's like, yeah. She's like, so there's a thing called, it's like a terathencesis. I'm fucking pronouncing it fucking wrong. But that's where they drain the fluid out of your fucking lungs. And it's not in the lung, it's in the lung cavity. So, I don't, so it's pushing against my fucking lung the whole time is what it's doing. So they fucking hit me with the fucking lidocaine. Once again, I was doped up before I went down, thank goodness. And I'm not feeling the lidocaine. And I'm like, you guys really hit me with the lidocaine? She's like, yeah. I'm like, it's not burning like it normally does. And she's like, did you just get hit with Dilaudid? I'm like, what gives you that idea? She's like the fact that you could barely hold up your fucking head. I'm like, okay, works for me. I'm like, doing what?
I don't discriminate.
So they have a table here so I can fucking lean forward at least. I'm sitting on the side of the bed. It's lifted all the way the fuck up, and they have this pile of towels, so my feet aren't dangling off the side of the bed. And then they have this tray lifted up so I can fucking put my arms down, and they have like a few towels there. I'm like, all right, cool. So, and she's like, this is going to be a little uncomfortable, and that's when they start fucking pushing the needle in. That needle is about that long, by the way, just to let you know. It's about 5 inches long. And that bitch is probably like, it's probably like a good, like, maybe 14, 15, 16, 10, like it's a 12 gauge needle. 12 gauge bore.
You gotta try and think as well. Like it's thick, and the worst place to get tattooed is on your rib cage, like right here.
Yeah.
Imagine a thick ass needle going through your muscle between your ribs.
It's not there though. It's on your back. But still, it's like they're sitting there pushing the fucking spot, which is in between two fucking ribs, and they're like, all right, 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, whoa, okay. And then there's a lock on the fucking needle, like on the fucking tube itself, the catheter, so it won't fall, like it won't pull out. So you can feel it like click, 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 like it's like pop, 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 pop. And in the process, she's literally popping through other things. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And she's like, what? I'm like, dude, I was like, the lidocaine's fucking working, but for some strange reason, I feel it in my fucking armpit. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, it feels like you were stabbing me to death in my fucking armpit. Like, it brought a fucking tear to my eye. I was like, oh my fucking lord. And finally she's like, 3, 2, 1, boom, we're through. And she's like, do not yell, scream, or cough too hard. And I'm just like, why? What's going on? And she's like, just a heads up, needle by your lung. I'm like, oh, okay, yep, no problem. So she pulls the fucking needle.
And you're like in the corset thing, like, what the hell do I do?
Like, I'm literally here, dude. I'm white knuckling the fucking desk, and I'm like, this ain't good. Like, every muscle is tense in my fucking body. I'm like, this sucks. And she's like, you can relax now. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's easy for you to say, bitch.
Yeah. I was like, just to let you, and, in my head, I'm like, my asshole's still fucking puckering over that one. I was just like, clench everything at once.
Mine's puckering, just hear you describing it. I didn't even have it done.
So, finally, they fucking get that in there, and they're draining the fluid out, and I'm watching this fucking fluid fill this container. And one of the fucking containers that they have is, it's roughly about 2,000 milliliters is what it, or it's, no, 1,500 milliliters is what it is. So,
a liter and a half.
A liter and a half. So I'm watching them, and all of a sudden she's like, oh, hold on. Fucking pops the top off, fucking unscrews it, fucking pulls the fucking one bag out. And she's like, well, that's a lot of fluid. I'm like, that's 1,500. I'm like, that's 1.5 liters of fluid right there. That's a lot. And she's like, yeah.
Damn it.
She's like, yeah, I don't know. And she's like,
you kidding?
Dude, that's why I was taking breathing treatments in my fucking inhaler all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have any room for expansion. No air could get in there.
Yeah. So I'm not done yet, dude. They fucking hook it back up, and it goes to 2,100 milliliters. 2.1 liters of fucking fluid was in my lungs. Was in my lung, in my right lung cavity. And after that, it was like, all right, they're like, now take a deep breath. And I was passed out. Because you figure your lung has been compressed down to like this, and now it has all that room to fucking expand now, and then come back. Well, it expanded, and it hurt, it burned. I was like, oh, I'm getting dizzy.
Killed over.
And next thing you know, I started coughing a lot, and they're like, yeah, it's going to happen. You're going to cough. I'm like, all right. I was like, so how bad is it going to hurt now? And she goes, pretty much every time you inhale too deeply, it's going to be like someone stabbing you in the fucking lung. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So they fucking load me back up on painkillers because they asked how bad. I'm like, this hurts more than my fucking cancer pain right now. And she's like, okay, interesting. I was like, you have no fucking clue. And she's like, why? And she watched me literally pass out from pain. I was like, this is why. And did that and fucking dropped. And she was just like, Oh my god, like I passed out. She's like, oh my god. And I came to it, I'm like, fucking told you. That's why. And she's like,
Fred thinks he's got a fucking superpower now. I can make myself pass out.
so she's like, holy fucking shit. So, finally after all the more fucking tests that they run and this and that, they say everything's okay and they fucking send me home.
I got it. He's a fainting goat.
Scare him, and he's just like,
So, yesterday I took a day off, just relaxed. I was like, fuck it. Because I got home Friday and we did the fucking Friday night Smashcast, which was awesome. And then Monday we got to do the fucking podcast as well. And I'm like, all right, cool. So this morning I'm like, man, I didn't go to sleep either. That was the other thing. I fucking didn't get any sleep. So we're going for another fucking stint of how long I can fucking stay up. Gotta love it. Not doing a product placement, but this is my coffee.
Oh, God. Timmy's.
Just a heads up, all it is fucking regular fucking coffee, just in a plastic fucking to-go container from fucking Starbucks. I could care less about the company, but it was $1.
Can't argue with the price.
I want one of those $50 espressos. That fucker's genius.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a fucking Keurig, so it's just, Actually, no, dude, this is my Blueberry Mountain Blend. Ooh, that tastes great. So, I go in today, and the doctor doesn't have any information in front of him from any of the tests, so he's like, I want all the fucking tests. Okay, now here's a scary thing. I've been having deja vu as of late. Certain things just seem to be fucking lining up, which is really fucking creepy. Like, it's one of those, I've been here before, and I literally will stop, and I'm like, oh shit, I dreamt about this that one fucking night. Like, I had one night where I had a series of fucking dreams, and then while I was in the hospital, I kept having this one reoccurring dream, where I'm in my doctor's office, and I'm reading over fucking paperwork. I'm like, why the fuck would I be reading over paperwork in the fucking doctor's office?
Don't scare yourself like that, man. Don't scare yourself like that.
So I'm like, all right, this is fucking creepy.
You ain't bet you. Oh, good. I do it, but you're lying.
So,
bro,
the next thing I fucking know, the doctor comes in and he's like, okay, well, or no, the nurse comes in. She's like, here's all the facts came over from the hospital, and I'm like, all right, cool. So the doctor's in the other fucking room. I'm fucking sitting there searching through this shit just for shits and giggles to see what it fucking said, because I didn't have any of the information. So I pull it out, and I fucking pull the one section out, and I'm like, okay, chest CT. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm reading down the fucking lines, and it's like, on right lung, saw several lesions, and I'm like, all right, we're putting this paper. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm like, whatever, put it the fuck away. So, my doctor comes back over, he reads over everything, and I said, let me guess, doc. And he goes, what? I said, you're going to die on this one. He goes, what? I'm like, I've been having this cracked out dream, and I'm going to fill you in on it. He's like, okay. I'm like, my cancer has spread into my fucking lungs, and my cancer has spread into my fucking liver. And he goes, and he's just stopped and turned pale, pasty white, and he goes, did you read over any of the paperwork? I'm like, I can't fucking understand your mumbo fucking jumbo here. So it's official that my cancer has now spread to my lungs, has now spread to my fucking liver. Yeah, it's fucking woohoo, fucking awesome. I have now, once again, I have been given a 6-month, anywhere from a 6-month to 1 year time frame on when I will die. So, it sucks. I'm thinking that we're going to have to push up Smash Back at Cancer. If we can. Probably push it into like July. I don't know. The chemotherapy that they want to fucking do is 50-50. It's a new procedure that I don't know if it's going to work or not. I will try it as much as I possibly can, but I'm going to let you guys know right now that I will be dead.
Oh, fuck, man.
So, everybody wanted to know like, why I've been an asshole today and why I called for the emergency shit.
Oh,
That would
fuck.
be why.
Bro, man.
I haven't told my kids yet, and I'm not going to. I don't think they fucking need to know that shit. I told my wife, and that was about it. That, like, I actually called Wiggy and told him, I was like, look, dude, I need you to do me a huge favor. I said, you can't tell anybody, you can't fucking do anything until I get my test results back. I was supposed to get my results back on fucking Friday because the doctor sent out for something. The hospital did the same exact thing, so the results came back fucking today, and that's when he called me up, and he goes, just a heads up, like, you know, on everything, he goes, it's pretty bad. So, just a heads up, like, when I pass Eddie, I'm gonna, like, you know, come over to your house and fuck with you.
Hey,
I'm gonna-
that's the one
You're
thing I
welcome
told
here,
Chris.
man.
He's got to at least get in your head and show you where that fucking G spot is.
Oh, God, you're gonna throw me off, Joey.
Just be like, it's been there the whole time.
Uh,
You mean I couldn't get her doggy style? Just had to. Oh fuck! But you know,
Man.
I'm gonna put it to you this way, guys. I don't want anybody to feel bad for me. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me.
You've been an asshole all day?
Apparently, dude, everybody I fucking
I
talked
didn't
to.
even notice.
anything.
Dude, here's the thing. Like, what I did, man, was like, you know,
Like
I
the
didn't-
entire day, like I didn't even see you on Twitter.
Palpatine, you hadn't butt dialed him 3 times in a row to find out what real asshole is.
I'm like, dude, everything okay, man? He's like, I butt dialed you again. My bad.
No bad.
Well, it's because we were up listening to the douchebag.
So, like, you know, my whole thing is right now.
I haven't slept either, so I'm like in and out.
So here's how I look at it, man. I may have like a year left. Who knows? You know, it's one of those. I could have 6 months left. I could have a fucking year. I could have like 15 fucking years for all I fucking know.
It's 50-50.
It's 50-50. It really depends on. I'm gonna do the fucking procedure. Actually, I didn't want to today. Like when I broke down, I flat out said I'm not doing it to my mom, and she's like, I really wish you would reconsider. And I said, you don't understand like how much fight I don't have left in me. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, I've been fighting for the last year and a half, busting my ass, and I'm getting nowhere every fucking time. I said, and it just, you know, it sucks after a while. And I went, you know what? Just to keep my mom at bay, I'm gonna fucking do this. And Wiggy kind of
You
talked
gotta
me
do
into
it.
it as well. You know,
You gotta do it for all of us, man.
yeah. Oh, you know what?
We need
Here's
you.
like, okay. Let me explain this to everybody, and I don't mean to be a dick about it. One, it is my body. I will choose to do with it what I fucking please to. And two, if you experience the shit that I've experienced over the last year and 3 months, I don't know who would actually want to put up with that, because I can honestly say the reason why I went into therapy and the reason why I started going back on meds and everything else was not only was I having panic attacks, I was having thoughts of suicide constantly.
There's a mental strain.
The mental strain finally like snapped. Like I fucking broke, and I was just like, I looked at my wife and I was like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I really just want to go take the fucking car, pull it into the fucking garage, roll the fucking windows down and just leave it on. And she goes, are you serious? I'm like, don't worry, I'm not going to use a shotgun. That's too fucking messy. She goes, you've thought this? I said, yeah, I have. I was like, unfortunately, I
I
have.
want to cause the least amount of inconvenience.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know because the other one would be too foggy.
yeah, but you know what? It may be too foggy, but here's the funny thing. She gets rid of the car, and she doesn't have to worry about it ever again. So she's got to drive around the car that, you know, her husband died in.
Yeah.
So, like, it sucks. Jen and I have been, and I finally had to fucking tell her, and she's like, I just don't know what to do. And I'm like, there's nothing we can do. I'm like, it's out of my fucking hands. It's to whoever, the big man upstairs. I was like, I would like to say this. And she goes, what? And I said, and this is why I haven't been going to church. And she goes, okay. I was like, that big guy upstairs really likes to fuck with me a lot, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. I said, why the hell should I fucking go to somewhere where I have to fucking praise him and worship him, where, you know what? He ain't doing shit for me, so why am I going to do shit for him? And she just...
We need to pitch in, get you a carpet, and you need to face that west.
I'm not sure. Don't look at me because I don't know.
And I finally, and I was like, I looked at her and I was like, you know what? I was like, I think there's like one thing that I want to do is just like, I want to go back up north and just kind of visit all my old friends and be like, hey, have a good one, and then come back down. My aunt's actually coming out and she has no fucking clue. I broke it to my brother and sister today, and like my sister. And, like, both of them just went dead silent on me. I'm like, fucking wonderful. And I'm like, hello? Hello? Anybody there? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, motherfuckers. I'm like, you guys just left me out hanging. They're
How
like,
old are your kids?
my kids are 13, or 14, 13, 10, 11, and fucking 3. She'll be 4. It's...
Figure it out,
Yeah, well, they'll figure it out
Unless
once,
everybody come in and whatnot.
Well, they'll figure it out like once my health fucking completely diminishes. But
Well, there'll be that, but I reckon when people start coming over and then they start seeing sad people around more often.
No, it's not going to be like that. I fucking won't let it be. That's my one thing. Like, nothing against everybody, but like, if I do have people come out, we are not fucking sappy. We're not whiny. None of that bullshit.
You're lucky you're not Mexican.
My biggest thing is, I'll put it to you this way, like, I even told my wife, I said, look, I said, when you do the funeral, she's like, yeah, I'm like, I do not want anybody fucking crying at it. And she's like, okay, I'm like, and I do not want a funeral. She goes, what do you want? I said, I want a fucking wake. I was like, we're going to sit there and we're going to have fun. I was like, you guys are going to sit there, you're going to have fun, and you're pretty much going to fucking remember all the fucking good times. I don't want to hear, I was like, and I will be there, and I don't want to fucking hear any fucking, cry, whiny, sappy shit, because I'm going to sit there and fuck with you if that happens. And she's like, what do you mean? I'll just walk up behind him right by the ear. Knock it off. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, I can't. I was like, look. I was like, I have to have fun with this.
I don't want you to die because I know you're gonna fuck with us. You're gonna fuck with us like hell.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Fucking really bad.
As far as I'm concerned, I could never fucking get naked again.
Yeah, same here.
You know what's going to happen? The first time Wiggy drops the trowel, all he's going to hear is... He'd be like...
Fucking back
Oh,
smash.
okay.
Showering with the
I
shorts
didn't
on.
mean that fat bag of dicks.
And he's just going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's
I'm
going to
gonna
be
be
like...
showering with my shorts on, and we'll be like, "Yep, alright, this is happening."
I fucking finished early, and I hear over my shoulder, winning.
Life happy, I love you too, you fucking asshole.
Oh shit, is he in there?
Yeah, R2K, Mr. 2K9. Can't take any more bad news, dude. My ears are sore from crying. That's both you and my mom. That's got the same.
I'm glad he put I meant eyes because I want to see him cry out of his ears.
Yeah, no shit.
That's a stupid human trick right for Letterman.
Because I can't, I guess he's saying I can't take this, it's too painful,
Yeah.
so much pain.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Here's the thing. You gotta look at the fucking good before you look at the bad. I'm going to enjoy this, and that's about it. Like, there's nothing else that I can do, because if I sit here and I stew over it, and I fucking cry over it, and I whine over it,
It's letting it win more.
it lets it win more than anything else, and I'll be dead in a matter of 2 months. And I'm not doing that. I plan on fucking doing the chemo, yes.
You should totally yes man it and just go do everything.
Yeah, like, dude, if I had the fucking money, like, that's the one thing, like,
Well, that's the money thing. I'm just saying.
I'm almost half tempted to say this, like, do the fucking smash back a cancer thing or whatever, or do my charity thing and be like, it's for my fucking bills. Let me go on vacation. Let me do this. Something. Like, now it's official. Like, it's to the point where if there was an adult fucking Make-A-Wish, that would be the prime fucking time.
Wasn't there? There used to be one, right?
No, there never has. It's always been the kids. It's one of those, who the fuck wants to help out a 34-year-old?
Cancer research is just for people with cancer, and then there's Make-A-Wish for kids with cancer. That's all it is. No.
That was, and here's the thing, like, that's why I donated $20 for the fucking, children's hospital. It was one of those, like, I cried for, like, a little bit at the doctor's office, and then I stopped, and I literally walked into the fucking bathroom and, like, got water all over my face. And I remember we went out to lunch, like, my mom and I went out to lunch, and I was like, before we go, I'm going to smoke a cigarette. And she's like, they're going to fucking kill you. And I looked at her, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm going to fucking die anyway, so might as well fucking, get this shit in fucking gear. And she noticed something was completely wrong with me. Like, I was just not giving a fuck about everything and anything. And
did you light up in the hospital?
No. Like, this is actually, I wasn't in the
okay, because I'm like, to the point of you, like, not caring, you're just like...
Well, no, I wasn't in the hospital all today. My doctor's office.
I'd have been pissed if you didn't get video of lighting up in the hospital.
Dude, I fucking...
That's got viral written all over it.
Oh, hell yeah. So, I'm at fucking, like, where the fuck... Oh, we went to Wawa. And
Wawa.
Barbara Wawa?
No, Wawa is... Wiggy, I will show you what a Wawa is, and you'll fucking absolutely fall in love with it and wish that it went to Texas.
What is Wawa?
Okay.
Wawa turns out to be a euphemism for his penis.
No. Code
that is the problem.
Yeah. I know what a Wawa is.
Okay, it's a gas station that has fucking, how can I put it? It's like a 7-Eleven, but like 900 times better. Like, you get your fucking sandwiches nice and fucking hot.
I think we call that Speedway here.
Yeah, it's like a Speedway, or it's like a Sheetz.
It's one of those bigger gas station brands.
Y'all might have a
Quick
Quick Trip down there too, Palpatine. It's kind of like Quick Trip too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a Quick Trip. I'm up here.
But, it's fucking phenomenal. So, like, I couldn't eat anything because at that point, I was hungry, but I lost my fucking appetite. Gee, I wonder why. So, I was like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to grab a pretzel and some Powerade, and there we fucking go. Or vitamin water. And I'm sitting there, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to fucking light up right fucking here. Like, they have tables outside. My mom's like, it says no smoking. I'm like, they can suck my fucking dick for all I fucking care. And she's just like, and finally she's like, what is the fucking problem? I said, what do you mean, what is the fucking problem? She's like, no, like, what is the matter with you? I said, what do you mean? She's like, you have literally just not given a fuck since you've left the doctor's office. I was like, okay, you really want to know? She's like, yeah. I'm like, and this is after I got done texting Wiggy. I'm like, you cannot tell anybody. I was like, you fucking tell somebody, Mom, I will kill you. And she's like, okay. I'm like, I am dying. And she's like, no, you're not. I'm like, no, Mom. Like, my cancer has spread. I have a 50% chance of living through this. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I have a 50% chance of making it to a year. And she just stopped, like, halted in her fucking tracks. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, how can I put this? I was like, you will have to, I was like, I'm not being buried, I'm being cremated. And she's like, okay. I'm like, but, I was like, you're going to have to fucking put me in an urn before you die. And she just was like, my mom's a very strong-willed woman. And she's like, she won't cry in front of me.
But it'll take a lot.
But she'll, like, bump into something and a picture will get crooked. And she'll fucking lose her shit.
Snap over it.
And here's what sucks. My dad's not home. He's in the Keys right now fucking fishing. Fucking bastard. And, my grandmother's there, and she's like, can I tell your grandmother? Can I tell you? And I'm like, yeah, you can tell Grandma. That's fine. So, it's like one of those, my aunt and my uncle are coming down on Sophie's birthday, and I said, you know what? I said, technically, if I died after Sophie's birthday, I'd be happy. And she's just like, what do you mean? I'm like, then I got to see all my kids' birthdays this year. I was like, I'm just making small goals for myself right now. And she's like, okay, like right now, I'm trying to figure out if I want to sell my Xbox One. You know, like, do I keep it and let my fucking kids destroy it? Or do I fucking sell it and get the fucking money for it and figure something else out?
And let somebody else enjoy it. Shit.
And let someone else enjoy it. I'm like, fuck, man, they got the 360.
Who's gonna want to buy it with the Connect?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll see if you don't just throw it up on eBay and fucking who knows. I'll just take the Connect away.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this is probably what we need to do, and I'm sure Knife Happy will agree with this. We've been trying to get this together for a while. We need to chain mail it to each other, and everybody needs to Sharpie that motherfucker.
What?
Sign it.
Like, sign it.
The Xbox?
Yes. Especially with, obviously Brett's being the first one, and then we'll get more money for it.
Fuck you.
No, I mean for your
yeah.
bills.
No. We will get more. I mean,
I'm not gonna hawk the motherfucker for date night. What the?
Wait.
Hey, man, I'm on.
All right, man.
Oh, laughing at tears.
I'll catch y'all for
I can't believe Wiggy would say something like that, man.
Is it Eddie's
Heartless
signature?
bastard.
Hold on. Nate Fappy just said, I promise you, brother, once a year, I'll fuck my wife and yell smash back at cancer.
No,
Legendary.
Rectum Thunder, I think, would be a better yell.
No, yeah, that's what. Oh, I will give anybody that gamer tag. By the way, I'll give you the password if you want it. The Rectum Thunder account. I
literally thought that Wiggy, you were saying like we got to pass it around, and Eddie's signature is the most expensive one.
Right.
And we can hawk it with his signature on it.
Eddie's just gonna save it. Moving on.
Oh,
Is there,
God.
how much real estate have we got on top of the Xbox? We got like a fair bit.
You do realize it'll cost like the price of the Xbox to send it to Eddie and back.
That's
Yeah,
true.
no shit.
Yeah.
But what he's gonna have to do is sign something, fax it to us, and we'll trace the fucker.
There you go. Now you know what this.
Hold on
this
for one
whole thing
second.
is making me think.
All right, guys, hold on for 1 second. 2K9, yeah, dude, you can hit me up tomorrow. I should be around. I might be sleeping. I'm not sure.
No, if
But if I'm on Skype, yeah, dude, feel free to hit me up. All right, man.
you'll probably still be up at like 3 in the morning.
Probably.
That's the unfortunate schedule we've been going with for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, dude, here's the fucked up thing. Like, everybody's been asking me if I'm okay today, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Couldn't be fucking better. And for some strange reason, I tweeted out today in Spanish again.
En español.
Yeah.
¿Qué dijiste?
Something about an hour ago.
Let me see.
About an hour ago, I tweeted out in Spanglish.
Tú dijiste comencia. That's not Spanish.
What is it? Fucking Portuguese again?
It's close to it's close to a Latin language.
Okay.
He said starting tonight. He's gonna start the tradition tonight. You know, when he's fucking his wife and he's gonna yell out smash back again. He's gonna start that tonight.
His wife's gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing, Switter? Shut up.
He's gonna grab her ear.
I'm doing this
Say
to my boy.
it! Say it! It'll sound like Sam Kinison.
Oh my fucking god. So this is gonna be interesting, the whole fucking situation. My wife, I can honestly say, Eddie, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry, dude.
Dan would have been here, but he had
I was
family
sort of
stuff.
expecting it, but-
Home, what were you saying, Eddie?
No, I was just saying like I was sort of expecting it, and this whole time I'm sitting here and I'm like, I can't, like the friendship that we've built, and you've been on my show countless times, I've been here on countless times, we've been talking all the time. There's no way I can let this go. I'm gonna have to like plan a trip to come to America and see you guys, man. I've never been to America, and this is when I'm gonna come. This is gonna be a reason for me to see you guys, man.
See, what we'll do, we'll get you here, get you a job, then you'll have a visa. You don't have to go back.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll get you a job at like GameStop.
GameStop, fam.
Eddie's doing his show from a fucking GameStop after hours and shit.
Hey guys, check this out. I got all these games here.
He's like, what do you want me to play? All of them?
This is your British American gamer here.
Oh, my fucking god.
It'll feel really weird for you to do your show over here and it'll be like 4 p.m. while Sheps is
Yeah.
still like 10 o'clock.
No, Risky HD just showed up.
Hey, Raisky, how you doing, brother?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Does he know you? Does he?
No,
does
he
know
knows
you come from me.
I think he came from you. Like, he knows me from you, from being on your
Okay.
shit. Which is absolutely hilarious. Like, God, man, I don't even want to, like, break it on anybody's fucking show that, like, hey, guess what? I'm dying.
No. Tomorrow is nothing but nerd talk.
Good, because
I explained this with Eddie. We are dissecting X-Men.
Oh yeah.
oh, sweet. I'm game. I'm down. No mention of
Eddie's got a semi right now just thinking about it.
just, you know,
Although
no
I-
mention.
I just happen to have a tape measure in my hand.
Were you measuring how much you wanted to grow?
So I have to push the base in, right? I have to push it really deep.
Oh yes.
See, I start measuring at the base of the balls. That's where I start feeling it.
It's from the top, not from the bottom.
Oh,
So all the way from the back where the gooch is, right there.
No, oh my god, yeah, you can measure from where your asshole is and be like, my dick's 27 inches long.
Sweet.
What do you mean? I think the tape measure went up my butt, sorry. I just kept pushing it back, it just kept going. I had an itch, it worked perfectly.
It's fine.
So, yeah, apparently, like, with the nurses, when I get really doped up, they thought I was fucking hilarious at the hospital. And I was like, the one lady, I'm like, I'm being serious, bitch, get me my fucking drink. It's been 2 hours. My mom's just like, you really are an asshole at times. I said, this is why I'm going to hell. I said, there's no way the fucking Lord will fucking be like, oh, you know what, you're okay. You can
You're
pass.
fine.
No fucking way. No way in hell. I was like, you know, I could go to fucking church all I want. Jen wants me to fucking go, and I think I'm just going to do it to appease her. I just don't want to fucking go. But that means I got to buy a decent freaking shirt and some pants.
I don't know. I've accidentally walked into church wearing a 7-fold shirt, and the back of it said "God hates us." I completely forgot.
My most favorite one was I was marrying a buddy of mine, and his dad was like big fucking Christian, you know,
Mega ultra. Like,
mega ultra fucking, you know, born again. Asked me if I was saved and this and that, and and I was like, look, I'm just doing this so I can marry your son. He asked me, he wanted me to do it, and the shirt that I'm wearing underneath, you know, my other shirt is a Slayer shirt and said God hates us all.
oh, it's like we wore almost the same shirt.
Pretty much, because they saw me getting, like, you know, I was trying to get dressed real quick, and, you know, I did pull the shirt up, and what's it say? God hates us all. I'm like, oh, I'm going to hell. I'm so going to hell for this one.
I was getting dirty looks, and they're just like, "God hates us." I'm like, "It's a song."
Yeah, that doesn't fly
It
well.
doesn't fly.
Wow.
What made it worse is it was like full, like big font, like big.
Yeah. Mine was a black fucking shirt.
Black shirt and in white.
Yep.
God.
Hates us all. Mine just said God hates us all, and it had the fucking bassist in the back fucking screaming it.
I wish I
know.
could find this shirt because later on I decided to cover my tracks and I still wore another 7-fold shirt, but this time said it's your fucking nightmare.
Hey, Knife Happy said don't get cremated. It might ruin your chances of coming back as a zombie.
Oh, damn it. Yeah,
I told him, I said, you know, you just want to cut off his arms, break his jaw, and have him escort you all over town.
Yeah, no shit. Here's my thing, though. I'm actually, like, very seriously contemplating
Zombie regeneration?
No, the top of my
I was gonna
zombie
say.
bust, I'm really thinking that I'm going to hollow out the fucking top and put
Oh, make that the.
no, and not make that the fucking piece, but have the urn be able to fucking sit into that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make that to the urn.
No, I'd love to, but I don't think I'd be able to. I don't know. I mean, if we can, we'll definitely, you know, I'll have to ask, you know.
You're thinking of hollowing out the bottom of it and making that the top piece for the urn?
No,
Or-
the top piece. I can't hollow out the bottom. The bottom is the CD player. I'm actually thinking about just, you know, actually taking a fucking drill with a 2.5-inch diameter and just going straight fucking down, getting done, popping that the fuck out, and pretty much shaving some of the shit around, and then I can still place the fucking ashes into the hole and just fucking plop them. There you go. Or I'm gonna have it set up where I'm gonna look for a custom urn where it'll actually fit, where the urn will actually just sit in the top of the fucking head. Either way, I feel bad because my oldest son is getting that,
Oh dear.
and I don't know
He's
how.
just gonna stare at you.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I'm gonna make sure I fucking haunt that thing. I'm gonna fucking stare at you. The thing's gonna growl in the middle of the night.
Ugh.
He's like, you really don't have to do that, Dad.
Oh, you should install
Okay,
a
I
motion
love you.
sensor in it, so when it walks by, it does certain noises. You should pre-record some voices.
All right, hold on. And Wiggy, and you know he'll be wearing the God Hates Us All shirt. Fucking Knife Happy, I love you, dude. What did fucking Fig say? I was watching this on my phone, no idea what to say. Which side for you? My
My
babbling
babbling brown
ass. But fuck it, man, we got you.
Wait a minute, he swore?
Yeah, he actually typed it
Yeah.
out. He typed it
I
out.
don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Go into the chat, man. Fucking somebody needs to fucking.
I will Giazzo that.
He's
and
gonna
it-
delete that shit.
How do I delete live comments? Oh god.
Disable comments real fucking quick.
You could disable. You could delete yours. Yeah.
Oh
Hold on,
god.
Giazzo. Bam.
Bam.
Damn. Risky. Don't even worry about it, dude. I put it to you this way, man. I kind of saw it coming. I mean, when you have a tumor that's inoperable and it is what it is, you just kind of, when someone hands you fucking lemons, you fucking squeeze lemons in their fucking eye and go, fuck you. I'm not making lemonade because I just don't like lemonade.
That shit's dark. Makes your mouth look like a butthole.
Yeah, I once again feel like Jim Carrey from, Me, Myself, and Irene.
I'd asked for those lemons, but I still haven't figured out how to make Sprite yet. I got limes,
And I have limes and it's not working.
but there has to be something else to it.
Lemon, lime, and club soda.
I don't remember what it was.
Get down in sugar.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was,
I'll
but I
show
do
you.
remember the movie where it's just like, I got lemons, I got limes. That is not how you make Sprite.
Oh,
There's
God.
an extra ingredient.
Let me show you a t-shirt, one second. You guys talk.
Yeah, I see that Kanto region.
Hold on, let me fucking...
Make them full.
Brett, I'm gonna go eat, man.
Yeah, go eat, dude.
All right, boys.
Alright, man.
Catch you
Thanks for
later.
being here, Wiggy.
Yes, sir. You need me, holler at me.
Mm-hmm.
Your face is red.
Yeah, that's what happens when I cry. Ass.
I thought it was golf.
No.
I thought you sunburned.
No,
Yeah.
Wiggy was the first one to find out about everything.
I've been having to hold this shit in all day because I couldn't fucking do it at work. Those pricks would have fucking sent me home thinking I was loony. All right, boys.
Alright, man. Love you.
Love you, buddy.
I can't. I'm sorry. What does this say?
When life
When-
hands you
High fructose corn syrup.
corn syrup, citric acid.
Basically, all the ingredients to lemonade. It's like, make lemonade. It's like, because you can't make lemonade from lemons. You need more than that.
Hey,
There you go.
Knife Happy says if you want to send the bus back, I can haul it out for you and sculpt a lid for you.
Hell yeah, dude.
Damn.
There is time to swear, you bunch of cocksuckers.
Yeah, dude, fucking Knife Happy. That's fucking... DM me your address and I'll figure everything out and I'll fucking probably ship it out tomorrow if I can.
Sculpt a lid for you. You see, the way I was thinking is the way he was thinking. I was thinking you were going to use that as a top lid for it.
No, I was actually going to use that.
I forgot how big it is. I forgot how...
That thing would be way too heavy for a lid.
Yeah,
dude.
I forgot how big it was.
Believe me.
It's not even how big it is, dude. The thing is a fucking brick. Like,
Oh yeah.
I can
the
honestly
last-
say this.
The
Pop.
last time I saw it was like, what, a year ago?
Yeah, well, let's put it this way, dude. Like, they're not, like, massively huge, but if someone were to break into the fucking house and you hit them over the head with it, they're gonna go down.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we used to do, I used to do Okay, I forgot the name of the class, but that sculpting class, and I think it was sculpting in high school.
Had sculpting class. Oh, sculpting.
No, ceramics. Sorry, ceramics.
Ceramics.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Where you throw
And-
everything into the fucking urn.
And my
That's where I made
friend,
one of my
my
bowls.
friend pretty much made a giant, like, just odd-looking vase.
Mm-hmm.
And we smacked somebody over the head with it, but it didn't break.
Toilet
Dude.
one time.
I made a fucking bowl. It's like, my teacher's like, what's that? I'm like, yeah, it's just like, it's like a peace pipe. But it was fully functioning.
Yeah, well, this one girl was like trying to make, I guess, the Eiffel Tower,
Mm-hmm.
and it kept coming out round.
I think the funniest thing was in machine shop, a lot of the students would take any of the spare aluminum pieces and quick fucking on the lathe fucking make a bowl and stuff it in their pocket. Be like, okay, now what do I gotta do? One of the kids used the fucking CNC machine. I was like, oh my god, you're so fucked. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, how long did it take you to come up with the fucking, the commands? Because it's all computer programmed. And you gotta fucking tell it to go from point A to point B and then stop. And he's just like, yeah, like 25 minutes. I was like, yeah, dude, you definitely would get a job in a machine shop. I was like, you're probably a fucking foreman. You're fucking figuring shit out that fucking quick. I was like, yeah.
But it was for his own benefit.
Well, dude, no, even his own shit that he did at school, like, the projects and everything else that he fucking had to do,
See,
he was destroying it. Like, he would have the fucking programs done in 45 minutes, and they're complex shit. And I'm like, yeah.
no, then he was just
He was that gifted. Like, he knew what the fuck he was doing on the CNC machine, on the lathes and everything else.
one,
So,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many shirts do you have hanging right there?
like, 27
Oh.
fucking shirts.
Dude, I have so many t-shirts that I can't fit them all in my wardrobe anymore.
Yeah,
I
and you
put them on
keep
the outside as
retweeting
well.
to win more.
Dude,
Yeah.
that website that I told you guys about, that QWERTY one, I've only known about it for about 2 weeks. I've already spent £80.
No, as I say, it's longer than 2 weeks, dude. It's
No,
longer.
let's give it like a month.
Yeah, I think
Well,
it's
no,
been at least
the thing is,
3
the
weeks.
thing is, it does take a very long time for delivery. I think it's 12 days for delivery, right? And that's what I waited for the first one. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait and see what it's like. So that's probably why I think it's only been a couple of weeks, because I waited so long for the first one, and then I just bought a whole ton after that. I was like, fuck. So,
Nice shirt, by the way.
Ah, thanks.
I will say that I definitely like what they fucking have on that fucking website. The funniest was the one that was Darth Vader being an actual dad to fucking Luke.
Yes. Making jam sandwiches. Bananas at night.
It was fucking great. I'm like, dude, that's epic.
There was something. I forgot.
Hey, babe. By the way, I'm gonna send the zombie bus back to Knife Happy. He's gonna fucking hollow out the fucking top, so we can make a fucking urn out of the fucking thing.
Creeptastic.
But here's the scary thing: you're not gonna have to either you keep it or Jordan keeps it. I think you need to keep it because I'm still gonna, mess with the kids a little bit, but.
Creeptastic.
Hey, now you can say hi to them ghosts in that house.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can start having conversations with my grandfather again. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Oh God, my sister's she texts me frantically because I went quiet. She's like, "Are you freaking out? Is there anything I do? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Athena, relax. I'm doing a fucking podcast." And she's like, "Oh, okay." My brother just went fucking dead on me, dude. He honestly just
Every person takes news individual,
differently.
literally differently.
He instantly right off the bat. Have you thought about going to Mom and getting a second opinion? He's like, and he's like, I know you didn't have a good experience here the first time, but he's like, Mom may know a few people who to talk to, and this and that. I'm like, dude, I've got this. Calm down. I think my exact words were, let me, pick my own death. I'll be fine. Like, it sounds messed up, but like, I have to have fun with this, because if I don't, I'm literally a blubbering fucking crybaby, and I'm just not in the mood to fucking be that way, you know? I'm kind of enjoying what I have left and just gonna have fun with it. And I think honestly, like, that's the way to fucking be. Just, enjoy life. Actually, for like, if you're one of these people that fucking works in an office all fucking day, and, I don't fucking know how anybody could fucking do that. But honestly, just take like, 5 minutes out of your fucking day to fucking smell the roses and just be like, so that's what it's like outside. Or, go on a vacation that you've never fucking gone on, to where it's really nice and fucking just peaceful and calm. And just be like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? Like, I'd love to be able to, take my wife and actually have a fucking honeymoon, just because we never fucking did, And to us, like, a honeymoon's just, fuck, dude, going down to, like, 3 cities down from us. And, no, I'm serious, dude, and just, like, going down to Clearwater and staying in one of the fucking hotels over there and just vegging out and doing nothing. But, I get to spend time with my wife, It's really weird. It's been a year, June. It's been a year and a month, and
Trying kept it rolling.
I gotta say, I'm surprised she's put up with my shit for this long. I'm serious. I can honestly say, man, like, if there's no other woman out there that would ever put up with my bullshit. I know for a fact. I've fucking been through that fucking dating scene and everything else. And, my wife, hands down, puts up with my bullshit, deals with me, fucking dishes it right the fuck back, and tells me, every day that she loves me. I'm content. I fucking love her to death. Dude, I can honestly say, like, it sounds really weird, but, like, even though we dated, like, way fucking back when, she was the one that always got away. And I think the funniest was my mom, like, once we got back together, after the fucking snide remark my mom fucking made to her, but it was about me. You sure you want to do this?
It's not too late.
Dude, she
can back up.
She's like, you can back out whenever you want. You sure you want to do this? I'm just like, dude, that's fucked up, Mom. She goes, sorry, but it's the truth. You are hard to handle. I was like, see? She said hard is an understatement if anybody couldn't hear that.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll put it to you this way, dude. She's the only girlfriend I've ever had that my mom liked. Like, my mom, honest to God, was happy to have her a part of the family. Like, she was giddy as fuck. And I can honestly say, she may have her fucking ticks here and there that drive me up a fucking wall. I'm pretty sure I do the same thing to her. I know that I do the same thing to her. She's giving me the finger right now. But, like, I love her unconditionally, and it's an absolute fucking blast. Like, it sounds really weird, but I can check it off the fucking bucket list. I got to marry my fucking sweetheart, The one person.
No, you need to give her a kiss. That's what you need.
Yeah, I'll give her a kiss later on with my butthole in her cheek.
No.
Dude, she's not even in the room now, so... If you heard the sliding glass door, she was flipping me off in the process. No, like, that's just, and it's funny, like, we have very sick jokes back and forth with each other, and my mom and I as well. Like, all of us really do. And I think that's our coping mechanism on how to deal with this and shit, because I think if my brother was here, he'd be fine, because we'd be cracking jokes back and forth. But I don't know how he's going to fucking take it. Like, it's one of those, he just, showed back up a few years ago. Like, he vanished for like 10, 15 years. Like, didn't see the family, didn't see me, didn't see any of that. And then all of a sudden, like, came back probably about like 4 or 5 years ago. And, he enjoys fucking, I think the funniest was when he broke his fucking leg, right? He wanted to go hunting, with Dad and I. Like, that was his thing. You know, the Harrington boys are going to go out hunting. And I just kind of laughed because I'm like, you don't seem the type that'll fucking carry a gun. He's like, oh, I'll use it if I have to. Like, he's always been the, like, Muay Thai fucking, sensei. Like, I can, kill you with my 2 fingers before you use that gun. And he's a dead shot, man. Dead shot. At like 200 yards, as a pig is running towards him, pegs him right in the fucking eye. I was like, that's an awesome fucking shot. He just goes, yeah, it's not bad. I think the funniest was we went back hunting again after that fucking time of me blowing the ass and balls off my fucking boar. I pegged one right in the fucking neck. At 350 yards, this thing was actually coming across the fucking field this way. And I just fucking raised up and was like, got it. Boom! And all you hear was and drop. Dude, that's the sound they fucking make when they get fucking shot in the neck or the head. They let out like one big squeal and then drop. It's, it's an eerie fucking, it's an eerie fucking sound because food's gonna taste good later on. At least them ribs will be
it's gonna taste good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, alright, let me see. Knife Happy did. God damn it. Where is my. There we go. I lose the fucking mouse on this fucking screen every now and then.
Mine's actually disappeared now that you say that. Fuck, it's gone. Can't see it.
No, like, I will go to fucking, I literally, like, move my finger around, and I'm like, where the fuck did the mouse go?
Yeah, it's like hiding in the detailed part of a background or something.
Yeah, like, it usually, I'm like, I'm missing my fucking mouse.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, literally. My cousin, like, has a wireless mouse,
Mm-hmm.
and he kept it in his hand, and he's like, I can't find the mouse. He thought he had his phone
Have
in
you
his
never
hand.
Have you never done that where you've got like your phone in your hand? You're like, where the fuck is my phone? Like you're already pissed off because you couldn't find maybe like an envelope or something, and then you're like, where the fuck's my phone now? Where the fuck?
I did that with my keys.
Oh my god. Guess who fucking just started one? Oh, fucking Devaney. If you ever go near my shit, just stay the fuck away. Jesus Christ, thank you. Now you're gonna let me fucking block you. Perfect.
What did she do?
Oh, I don't know. She fucking said something in one of my. I just don't. She's probably the one that thumbs down it.
Probably.
That fucking broad is fucking like pure fucking just get fucked. Okay. Banned from channel. And there we go. Fucking bitch is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Man. This is gonna be. It's gonna take some time.
What? For?
Well, I mean, it's gonna take a lot of time for you, I imagine. But I'm just thinking about like, I can't shake it. It's
How can
just
I
in
put
my
this,
head,
Eddie? Oh, let me put it to you this way, Eddie. I have come to grips with dying a long time ago.
Yeah, but Eddie's still trying to get used to it.
Yeah, I know.
That is the complete opposite. Like,
no, I completely understand that.
I think I'm calm with it because, like, my uncle, I've already dealt with it with my uncle. He died with by AIDS and HIV, and it just happened.
Wow.
And he was like 35, I think, maybe. I don't remember. It wasn't even that. It was like 7-10 years ago.
Oh wow.
And then last year, my friend's little brother that I literally just saw like the day prior,
Mm-hmm.
or a couple days prior, he committed suicide.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I was just like, I don't know. I hear it. I'm like, I get it.
Here's like, you know what? Like, it sounds really weird. Like, I became numb to death. It sounds really weird, but when you lose as many friends as I have, you're just kind of like, all right, like from the age of probably about 19 after I lost my best friend Bobby. It's actually what caused Jen and I to break up because I just went on a fucking bender and didn't care. And never stuck my dick in another broad, but there were people going around saying I was, just because they wanted to get us fucking broken up. And I never, I never cheated on her, but I would just go over to a fucking buddy's house and just get shit faced, or get high or do whatever because I didn't know how to cope with it. First time I ever had to really deal with death. I mean, besides like a long lost family member, as I like to call it, like my great grandmother passed away, and it was one of those like I barely fucking remember her.
But at the same time, she was like probably around the age that it would happen normally.
Yeah, she was at the age of when it would normally happen.
An abnormal death is the one that you're unsure of.
Yeah, like
with me and my uncle, me and my friend's little brother, and then there's one guy on the football team when I was 16. Everybody was going out to go eat, and I guess two of the guys were racing.
Mm-hmm.
Car flipped, and one of the guys' heads got crushed in.
Oh.
Everybody else saw it. Was in a station wagon too. Amazingly, there were like 9 guys in there, and only one of them died.
Yikes.
The other guys didn't kind of got out without a scratch. That's the thing that makes no sense.
Wow. Hey,
Well,
Palpatine.
Yes.
You said like how long ago did your uncle? Yeah.
Ooh, no. It wasn't even that. It had to have been like 6 years ago.
Wow.
What's weird was it was literally like 2 months later he passed away after the first time I actually had a conversation with him.
Wow.
And then I remember my mom coming up to me and telling me like he went up to her and was like, this is the first time we ever had a conversation. It was nice.
Like it's really weird. Like my how can I put it? Like we were talking about this with like the Undertaker on how he almost kind of it sounded like he called out his own death. And it's really strange because one of my buddies' fucking dads kind of did the same thing. Like flat out, like drew the will up that fucking day, did everything. Like it was just like I got to get the stuff taken care of, and then the next day got hit by a fucking Mack truck, and it was just like, that's kind of weird and creepy. That you just got done writing your fucking will and then map
right then.
Right
coincidences, and sometimes they're like creepy coincidences, but at the same time they're kind of like lucky coincidence. It's an odd thing to think of.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he drew up the will. It's kind of creepy, but at the same time it's kind of lucky. That means he managed to at least
he managed
to divide what he wants to who he wants.
Yeah, I gotta fucking do my living will, and then there's a few other things I gotta fucking do. Wow, that was creepy. My eyes just played a fucking game on me. That's what it is when I relax my eyes. I'm looking on TweetDeck, and I have all these empty fucking YouTube boxes where it's just the fucking box and the fucking play sign. And I just watched all of them do one of these. It's because I relaxed my eyes for a second. I was like, whoa. Dude, I got all these. Like, I'm gonna be retweeting horror. People are gonna fucking hate me.
It's like, what is up with my timeline?
Why is there 90 fucking retweets from fucking Reverend Sick? And who is this Reverend Sick character?
And then I'm assuming you're gonna tell Johnny later.
Yeah. If you
get
want
out of work.
Yeah, when he gets done work. I mean, if you want to fucking be there for it, if you're still awake. This way, I don't know, dude. It's really fucking strange. And where the fuck is Derek at? AKA fucking Kennyside. Well, he just got done work, didn't he? At 10 o'clock?
He said 10:30, I think he said. But by the time he gets home as well and whatnot.
Yeah. We'll still have the cast open. As long as people want to fucking stay. Well, Eddie, I don't expect Eddie to fucking stay any fucking longer, to be honest with you, unless you fucking want to. Just because...
No, like, when we have our normal show, I'm laughing and everything, and when I'm laughing, I can't I won't be able to sleep. I don't feel tired as well. And it's the same when I'm feeling like sad when I've just had a bit of a cry as well. Like it's the first time I've cried online as well. People actually
feel
have
bad.
evidence of it now.
Dude, don't feel
All
bad.
right.
I've done it. Wiggy fucking busted out in tears. I've,
Internal right there.
he busted out in tears when I fucking told him the first time that I had 6 months. Like, this is why I really kind of look at it like, hey, you know what? If I live past this, it's fucking awesome. I will be thrilled. But I'm pretty sure that I can only beat death once.
I don't know. I mean, Bill and Ted did it quite a few times.
Chess and Battleship and
Don't forget Twister.
Twister and what was it? Connect Four or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, I think so.
Before it, you sunk my battleship. The best 5 out of 9.
Dude, I'm telling you, and I blame you for this shit.
Me?
Because, yeah, I end up fucking wanting to
I believe
fucking
too.
watch the movie, and I'm gonna end up downloading it because we were talking about Ace Ventura, and what fucking happened? I fucking downloaded the thing. It was cracking. Downloaded both of them, was fucking pissing myself laughing.
That was Dan. Dan's the one that brought it up.
Dan was the one that brought it up. We were all fucking talking that night. I'm just like, you know what? Gotta fucking get it now.
I think, as much as I enjoy Ace Ventura, I think Bill and Ted is my Ace Ventura.
I gotta say, I like Bill
I
and
love
Ted a
both
lot
of them.
better. I love both of them, don't get me wrong, but, they're absolutely fucking...
There are 2 movies I still haven't downloaded that I want to download because I haven't found it yet.
Hmm.
I remember I watched them a lot when I was little. They were, now that I look back, they were horrible. When I was
What?
little, they were amazing. It was those Kiss movies. Like Kiss meets the Phantom of the amusement park or something.
Yes,
And I
dude.
can't remember the other one.
Oh my god, that's...
I remember because Demon didn't say a word, and he would only growl, and Star Child would shoot out laser beams from the one eye.
Oh fuck!
Oh, you don't understand. These are very, like, old. I want to say 80s.
Yeah, old 80s. Okay, here's the thing. Does anybody... Fuck, Kobe, you might remember. I'm not sure. It was in the 80s, and it was a kid that got turned into a car.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, anytime he got fucking... What was it, cold? He could transfer back?
Is this like a really? Was this? Hold on a sec. Was it supposed to be a kid that could turn into a car?
Yeah.
Or was it a really
Yeah.
cheap version of Transformers where it was like, that's clearly a kid, that's not a robot?
No, it was a kid, and it was a cartoon.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Shit. I know the cartoon too. I just can't think of the name of it.
Turbo Teen?
And dude, I have no clue. Nothing's sounding right to me right now.
What if I just Google Turbo Teen images? I just typed in the description of what you told me.
It'd be like a red fucking Camaro.
Yeah. Yeah, Turbo Teen.
Yep. Oh my god, that's just fucking scary.
Oh, he got fused together with his car.
Yeah, some shit like that. I don't fucking
Yeah.
remember quite all of it, but...
And then there are people nowadays saying that movies aren't believable and aren't realistic. Fucking
Kidding
hell.
me? This is like the weirdest looking thing ever. It's
Oh
a pretty
my God.
detailed cartoon, though.
Dude, the cartoon was pretty fucking cool. I mean, another one was a Turbo Teen.
But-
And then,
And then there was another one called JC and the Road Warriors.
Yeah.
That was...
There's the link to the opening scene for Turbo Teen.
Ah, good stuff.
I miss Street Sharks.
Yep, that was another one. That was awesome.
I remember the giant stupid toys.
Dude, I think the funniest was with JC and the Road Warriors. Their toys were fucking awesome.
The one show I cannot remember.
I'm watching it now. This is the best.
Wait a minute. What was the thing I found yesterday? I gotta show Eddie. The most realistic fighting scene ever.
Yeah, oh my god.
No. God, what is it called?
Man,
Kung
tweeting that
Fury.
one out.
Kung Fury.
Kung Fury. Oh my god.
Look up Kung Fury.
I shall.
Oh my god. I completely forgot
Fury.
about this fucking.
Just the trailer should I watch, yeah?
Yes, it's a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's all it is. Oh
Tell
my
me
god.
that is not the most amazing thing you want to like literally watch. You want it in your hands.
What?
Dude,
Holy
just
shit.
watch it all the way through. You will fucking.
Like anybody in the chat, just watch. Go look up Kung Fury. Like Kung
Wow.
Fu, but it's Fury.
Is that Johnny Depp? It looks like him.
Dude, we were fucking saying the same thing.
I randomly
I'm
found
sorry.
it yesterday. I don't know how. You keep
This
watching.
is
Keep watching. Yeah, it gets even better.
That's what it is. It's JC and the Wheeled Warriors.
Kung Fury. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know that glove does magic.
The fucking Nintendo fucking glove.
The Power Glove.
Yep.
His hacking time is on a board. Is like, yeah.
Oh my god. Do you guys remember Mask?
Oh yeah.
The movie.
No. We're talking
No,
about the
the
fucking
cartoon.
The cartoon. Where they,
I know Mass Rider, but no.
Mm-mm. No, dude. We're talking like the fucking. They had these trucks and cars and shit, and each dude had a fucking helmet, and each car would transform into something like have all these fucking crazy fucking weapons on it and shit.
The one I can't remember. It was like 4 guys. They looked like construction guys to me. It was like 4 guys in different suits, and each of the suits like added parts to do something different. It was almost like if you took what Ripley was
Of course, there's a T-Rex in this. That was the only thing that was missing, really.
Oh no, that movie has everything.
All right, guys. I actually gotta get going. I gotta work in the morning.
Adios.
This is amazing. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
All right, Cope. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah,
I'll talk
sorry
to you
about
tomorrow.
keeping it. Yeah, I apologize for keeping everything secretive, but I wasn't trying to fucking. Jen wasn't even supposed to tell Aaron.
I know, but I actually put 2 and 2 together before she.
Yeah, so did I. I
before she
mean,
even
I
got
got the
home.
feeling.
No,
Before she even got home, because I was actually on the phone with Erin,
Mhm.
talking to her about something totally different when Jen actually called her.
I fucking snapped on Jen for that one. I was like, what the fuck? She's like, what? I'm like, dude, I tell you one thing and I don't want anybody else to fucking know. I was like, I understand Aaron's one of your good friends, and don't get me wrong. I'm like, I'm not really angry at you. I'm like, I'm just kind of pissed off that, like, I told you not to tell anybody, and you fucking go right off the bat. It's like, what the fuck? But it is what it is. I was like, there's nothing I can fucking do, and they're good friends of ours, you know.
Well, Erin didn't say anything because I called her back and I said, "What's going on?" She goes, "I can't tell you." And right then, I already knew. I said, "Okay, well, I know what's going on then," because Brett just put out a posting doing an emergency podcast.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I said I just put 2 and 2 together. I knew what was going on. I
kinda
just didn't
figured.
know the severity of it.
Yeah, like, you know.
Okay, you're welcome, Fig.
Yeah, I just saw his tweet.
Yeah. This is magical. Thank you, Palpatine. Kung Fury official trip.
Mm-hmm.
What were we doing? We were just looking up Dude Perfect and random stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
And somewhere in the depths of random YouTube,
That showed up.
oh, I found
No,
it
it was a
because
Kickstarter.
I found it in YouTube. I was watching movie trailers. Remember?
Yeah, but we were talking about Shaquille
Mask.
O'Neal's.
Oh, yeah.
No, we were talking about Shaquille O'Neal's.
That was after when I found out that thing was a Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But no, I was looking up movie trailers like that Jupiter Ascending.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of other stuff. And then that one, I don't know, I saw that thing. I'm like, this looks like 80s. What is this?
Raisky, can you send me the thing on Twitter, the link you're talking about? Because you're saying it's 1 second long, but I'm not seeing anything that's 1 second long.
What is he talking about?
He sent us. He said it says Ghana. Is it Guyana? Or so Ghana? Sorry, 2016 trailer, and it's supposed to be 1 second long. I haven't seen anything like that. So maybe you can send me a link. That'd be great.
Fucking.
Because it's the best trailer ever.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, guys.
Knife
Talk to you
Happy
later.
fucking puts the score so far as Death 0, Back Smasher 1. Nothing wrong with ending in a tie, brother. See, my whole thing is I wanted to go up to Pennsylvania and get my fucking artwork done before I fucking go. Because I really actually, this is going to sound disgusting, but I want to have my body shipped out to fucking Amsterdam. No, to Amsterdam, and what they'll do is they'll actually skin my body and fucking make like lampshades out of my fucking tattoos and shit.
God damn.
This has to be the trailer he's talking about. And it's not 1 second long. I think he meant 31 seconds long. It's 2016 Ghana movie. This trailer.
Pop it up in the
Send
fucking.
me.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I'm getting the link. I can't look away. No, don't paste this plain text. Paste. There you go. The CGI work.
Wow. That alien had a gun in his chest.
I would just like this. Screw that.
It's got everything. It's got alien, Terminators, cars, bombs. What do you want?
No white people.
White people are overrated.
Yeah. Oh, he kicks a baby.
Kicks the baby.
That is the best.
That was absolutely hilarious. Kicks the fucking baby.
That is the best.
Oh my god. See, this is a great fucking, antidote for finding out your.
Yeah, he said 31. Yep. The one what we saw is the right one.
Finding out your good friend is gonna fucking pass away, but instead we watch goofy YouTube videos.
What else do you do? I mean, it reminds me of
Oh god.
It reminds me of the movie God damn it. Fanboys. Reminds me of Fanboys. All they wanted to do, he's just like, I'm dying, whatever. I just want to sit here and play video games. Just he wants to act like nothing's wrong. And with the exception of them going to go see the Star Wars movie. After that, everything was hunky dory normal.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I want everybody to fucking keep living their life like it's a normal fucking day. Like, when everybody found out I first had cancer, it was, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm sorry. And I'm like, look, if I hear I'm sorry one more fucking time.
I think the other thing is just like, I'm tired of being. I don't even know what's the word I'm looking for. I have the word in my head, but it's just not coming out. I have the description in my head. It's just like, I'm tired of people feeling sorry for me. Like, kind of, I'm tired of being the center of attention, but like,
I'm sick and tired of everybody having a pity party for me.
That's what I was looking for.
Hold on for 1 second, I'll be right back. They should be out there.
Oh, the full movie? I don't even want to watch these things. YouTube Indian Terminator is awesome.
What you need to do, if you're ever really bored, type in Turkish Superman. And then you get this guy, his name's Brandon Tenold. Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. And he does the best, like, breakdown and jokes on it and whatnot. He's just the best. I'm thinking about doing my own one, but because I'm Turkish, I can understand what the guys are saying and tell you exactly how fucked up it is.
Exactly.
Well, the thing is, he's only speculating. He's like, well, I can imagine they're saying this. But little does he know, what they're actually saying is just as funny. Like, if you just said it, you'd be like, yep, that is quite funny. point back.
What is this Indian Terminator?
Oh, you don't want to see that. That guy is something.
Indian establishing secure connection. Lately, Google's been messing up. Terminator. Crazy Indian Terminator robot? Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this. The best Indian action movie ever?
It's pretty insane.
I've seen the whole movie because of that scene. That scene was an amazing scene. I had to watch the whole movie. Honestly, the movie made no sense.
It's not
'Cause
supposed to, I don't think.
Before it was called the Indian Terminator, it was just called the best action scene ever. And I think some of it still says best action scene ever. And later on, people started calling it the Indian Terminator. Bollywood films are just so amazing.
Yeah, they are.
They are out there.
That man wanted to stop and say hello. Sup, Sean? If you want to, let me find the scene I was thinking in the put me.
Ah! Stepping on shit.
Ushan Gada.
The Indian Terminator is great.
No. Well, you ever see that old like Bollywood action scene of like that?
Oh. Okay, hold on for 1 second. Sean, I'm dying is pretty much what it is. Cancer spread.
Summed it up quite nicely.
Oh yeah. Short, sweet, simple.
Yep, to the point.
I mean, effective.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. If you want to have a good little laugh, you probably may have seen it. I don't know. It's quite famous. This one.
Let's find out. This one no.
Oh,
Wait,
You're
maybe I
gonna
have.
enjoy it.
Wait, maybe. Yeah, yes, I have.
okay.
I've seen this whole movie too.
Oh, terrible.
Cause I like the fight scene better.
So like we were talking about, what was that?
Shaolin soccer.
Shaolin soccer and shit like that.
No, and Kung Fu Hustle.
And Kung Fu Hustle. Kung Fu Hustle was fucking hilarious.
Oh wait, yeah. Let me grab that most realistic fighting scene ever. And give that one a whirl.
It's the best, right? And
Oh,
then
it's fucking epic.
and there's just one more for you, just in case you want another laugh. But then I won't say it anymore. Yeah, that's.
I'm so happy. You guys already fucking know about all the issues I had with. Oh, I've seen this one. I think you've
The
showed me
horse
this
one's
one.
world famous.
Well, put it to you this way, Coop should have fucking put 2 and 2 together when I said even a prayer circle's not going to do shit for me.
I don't know what that means.
With or prayer chain isn't going to do shit.
Here, Eddie.
Pretty much.
That one's for you.
Most realistic fight scene ever.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the horse slide.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yes, I
Horse is like, yeah, don't worry about it, just slide underneath of them. Yeah.
know.
Did you hear his-
What's even better is it was the car hop.
And then just like as he's hugging it, sliding underneath though. Oh my god, that's great.
I just popped his eye out.
Oh my god. Oh, did you hear about fucking the last UFC one? The dude punched the other dude's fucking eye out.
Yeah, but not like that most
Oh.
realistic fight scene ever.
No, but I mean, he fucking like we're talking about a real human being though.
It was the last UFC fight.
It was the last tough.
UFC eyeball.
Yeah, it wasn't in one of the matches. It's in their fucking TV show.
I'm confused. What is what? I don't understand. What's it?
What? Okay.
What was his plan?
Wait,
Oh, God.
are you talking about the most realistic fighting scene ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like, so if there's nothing around me, I have a knife in my hand, but you know what? I need something to tie around his neck. I'm gonna cut open my guts.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking God. Yeah, that was interesting. That. Whew.
Oh man, what a fucking day! Like I said, it's just like I had like, so like no sooner I found that news out, right, and I'm like, I had a fever, and my fever fucking broke and started sweating like a fucking, a fucking pig again, and
Did we need to send you a cowbell?
yeah, pretty much. No, I live in Tampa, dude. We have the Tampa Bay Rays. We got enough cowbells down here.
Ah.
So, this lady cuts my mom off. Like, my mom's trying to park in the handicap spot, and this lady just fucking drives right through from the other fucking lane, from, like, the opposite fucking aisle, and, like, cuts through the fucking signs and shit and fucking parks her car. I get the fuck out. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, you better fucking walk with a goddamn limp. And she looks at me and she's like, oh, what's wrong with you? I'm like, stage 4 fucking colon cancer, you stupid cunt. And so this
She
lady,
felt like a bitch.
she got back in her car and drove off.
Ah.
My mom's like, wow, I'm like, go get the fucking car now. She's like, wow, you really? I was like, yeah. I was like, people piss me the fuck off. I was like, I'm not having a good fucking day, so why the fuck should I be fucking nice, happy-go-lucky to everybody else? Yeah, man. Like, you know who I actually feel really bad for? Wiggy.
Yeah, he's
Because he was wearing a
sorry, not gonna
cowboy's
take him
hat?
around.
Yeah, I know.
Huh? What was that?
Because he was wearing a cowboy hat?
No.
Yeah, I know.
No. Like, Wiggy, I told Wiggy today at, like...
I saw him pretty much his tweets were confusing as hell to me because I'm like, he is directly angry at something.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I've ever not seen him direct his anger towards
somebody.
Something.
Yeah. Like, I literally, like, I was staying off of Twitter because a lot of people were asking me what's going on, am I okay, or this or that, and I'm just kind of like, it has nothing to do with, with you, so I'm just not going to fucking worry about it.
It's gonna take some time for me, man, to get back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, I know, Will, dude, and you ever want to fucking talk about it, dude?
We're awake at. Wait, what's 3 a.m. our time? His time.
His time, I had 5 hours for that, so 8 o'clock a.m.
Yeah, we're awake like at 8, 9, 10 in the morning for you.
I see your tweets sometimes when I wake up. I'm like, ah.
You're like,
These
why
guys
are
are
you
awake.
still? You're like, good morning. I'm just like, it's nighttime.
Good night. It's yeah. Oh man. Ah, fuck. Gotta help my brother out tomorrow. Oh.
Like,
I tell you what,
I was actually considering buying the fucking PS4 today.
I mean, shit, man. I can't. I feel like I can't say anything. I kind of wanted to say like, well, with the last few, year or so.
Yeah, well, dude, don't even look at it that way, man. Remember, I'm living one day at a fucking time. That's how I look at it. I can't wait to fucking watch E3 to see some of the shit. And, dude, I mean, I put the fucking Xbox One on my fucking bucket list. That was one of the things I was staying alive for. It's like, I fucking will own it. And I do, and I don't fucking play it. Go figure, huh?
You got to experience it. Don't worry about it.
Although it was pretty lackluster experience, from what I've been told.
Just when you get to heaven, just tell them you don't need the Kinect version. Say, no, yeah.
To be honest with you,
controller.
I actually like the Kinect.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well,
yeah, I like the Kinect that's on it.
No, see, I would get it with the Kinect. Just because I never had a Kinect.
To be honest with you, I like the voice commands.
Yeah, I mean, they did put a damn lot of effort into it, so it's got to be worth something.
Oh, it is.
And the thing is,
really not that bad. Just a lot of people.
What's funny is, it's made for, like, I guess, to kind of be a little more lazy, and people don't want to be that lazy.
It's not even that.
I don't want to be that lazy. Fuck.
You know what it is? A lot of people have gotten butthurt over the fact that, like, originally it had to get turned on every fucking day, and they're like, well, the NSA can look into my fucking house. Well, just a heads up, do you have an email address? Do you have a cell phone? Do you have a landline? Because they can tap into that too. You know? So, you fucking complaining over a fucking simple video game. I was like, I feel bad for the NSA agent that gets stuck fucking watching my shit. So they're picking my nose, fucking scratching my balls, and going, all right, what's next, guys? Really?
I can't wait to use the Kinect version and mix it with the Oculus Rift, and then have Eddie create that Oculus Rift porn, and then with the flashlight DLC.
With the auto blow DLC.
Oh yeah, the auto blower, because yeah.
You gotta go hard or go home.
Just not too hard. I still can't believe that, dude. Did he offer to fucking give it to you? Like, let you test it?
Dude,
he did, but he was like, do a review of it, and I was like,
forward it this way. I'll review it for you.
He fucking gets it back. It's all sticky and shit.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not gonna clean it.
oh well, that's too much to ask. I get you a free male sex toy. And it's like, no,
well, it depends. Do I get to keep it, or is it just a test drive?
It's a test drive, man.
Am I getting the only model created?
No.
He's probably got several other models created.
Were they all previously tested?
Yes.
They were all previously tested.
Oh, okay, I don't care.
They have to be tested, otherwise he can't. Yeah, they can't give them away.
Well, I don't care. It's just like normal.
It is what it is.
It's just like just normal in general.
It's where Eddie.
You don't want fresh product. You want product that's been around for a little bit.
Well, here's the funny thing. Like, so many people bitch about, like, they're like, oh, you suck your dick after, and I'm just kind of like, any fucking girl you get with that's been with some other fucking dude, you're doing the same exact thing. The last time I checked, they wash their fucking crotch, and if they don't, then you're definitely with the wrong person. Unless it's literally, an hour after you stuck your dick in it.
Eddie, you enjoy that link that Dan sent you of that condom?
The little cap.
Yes. The Galaxy, the Galaxy cap.
Like a shower cap.
I was like sitting there, like I watched that video. I'm like, an adhesive that you could wear around you for days.
The hell? Thing is, I thought it wouldn't work because I mean, I don't know, like. I can get it goes around like the helmet of your head, right?
Well, you know what? You can contact them and test that out with the auto blower.
Are you talking about the condom I sent you, Eddie?
No, you got to mix that with the auto blower.
And see if it will. I think as well as ripping your penis off, I think it will take the Galaxy cap off.
Hey! The auto blower has multiple speeds.
So you go in a slower speed, not a fucking, jackrabbit speed. And if you really
Hey,
wanted to
man.
be with like a person that's like a virgin giving you a hand job, there you go. You put it on the fastest fucking speed because they have no clue what the fuck they're doing.
I don't know how hard I'm supposed to do this. Have you seen that? There's a little clip. It was like the guy's like, yeah, I want you to give me a hand job, and the girl's like, I've never done it before, and he's like, don't worry, just pretend like it's a bottle of ketchup and you're trying to get out, and he's like, so he sits back like that, and then she just does this, and he's like, oh god. Anyway, hey bros, if I'm gonna have to get going,
Yeah,
my
dude,
brother
get
needs me
going.
up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's no problem, man.
I just remembered.
I appreciate you fucking coming out, boss man. And
I'm really,
anytime you
really
need to
glad I
talk,
did
dude,
come.
fucking hit me up.
All right, bro.
All right,
Take it
man.
easy, guys.
All right, later.
Bye.
Oh, that's one person I fucked up for good for a while.
What happened?
Eddie's not
Yeah.
gonna be right for a while.
Oh yeah, you messed that kid up.
Yeah.
Dan,
Not as much as Papa, but
no. Yeah, Dan told me I broke him down.
it was about a little over a month ago where Palpatine asked Eddie like what'd you ask me if his dad knew he did YouTube or if anybody else
Oh
knew
yeah,
he did like YouTube,
yeah,
whatever.
and then that made him like he went from super
It
happy,
was the
kind of
most
tired,
depressing answer I've ever
Mhm.
seen Eddie give.
Yeah.
and I'm like I didn't mean to, but I guess he's never thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you think about it. His parents want him to go to fucking medical school, or they want him to be like a doctor, or whatever he does. You know, shit like that. Eddie's a fucking good kid.
And I'm glad he got introduced to Kung Fury.
I feel bad Tater's not here.
He said he was gonna try to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Well, Tater will find out through the grapevine, unless he asks me what's going on.
Well, that's how pretty much the Beardsmith found out.
And Wiggums?
Wiggums knew fairly much since the morning.
Uh,
I mean, if you noticed, I just noticed 8 hours ago. He's like, "F you, cancer. That is all."
Mm-hmm.
I did not notice, but thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, he pretty much like right after I got out of the doctor's office was like, hey, dude, I need a huge favor. Because nothing against Cobb, I couldn't tell him because my wife and his wife are really good friends. And the last thing I fucking need
Is a
Is-
Southwest?
yeah, well, not even that. My wife would have fucking killed me if she found out.
Oh, if you told them first, and then they would
Mhm.
have ended up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't need him telling Aaron, and then Aaron busting it out to fucking my wife, and then my wife turning around and punching me in the face.
That reminds me of a little story that happened when I was working at over there in Austin. My manager's wife went out for like ladies' night or whatever, girls' night, and I remember like the next day my boss was not there, and we're like, I wonder what happened. And my assistant manager, we worked the coach, what they call him, right? And he's like, he just comes to me, he's like, Dan, like the reason he's not here
Mhm.
is she broke her arm, and we're like, his wife, and I was like, oh shit, that sucks. He's like, yeah, he's like, but that's not the only reason why he's not here. Well, the reason is they have like about maybe a less than a year old kid, right, a little girl.
Mhm.
It's amazing. I almost forgot his name. I know my coach's name. So, but I almost forgot him. I know his last name, Hosher, which I almost made fun because when I was at his fucking party, we switched around his. You know those people who have the little blocks for their last names?
Yeah.
Like, we switched it around, and I was like, dude, we can just easily switch that to, like, anywhere we want. We put the hose. They're like, hose for sure.
Toes faux show.
I was like, dude, who would have thought Hosher was, like, a great name to just mix around with? But, anyways. He's like, yeah, and the reason he's not here is because like she broke her arm, right? She broke her arm, like like just like walking down the street. The thing is, when she was at the hospital, she put it on Facebook, broke my arm on girls' night. And he saw that and commented, "Thanks for telling Facebook before your own husband."
Ooh.
Yeah, so we had a little good chuckle. We're like, "Oh shit!" Well, that's a good reason not to come into work. But who knows? But supposedly they had been going on for like I don't know 7, 8 years or whatever. He's like about 27, and they met when they were in college. So like 19 or whatever. They're on and off for like 8 years. They finally tied the knot about maybe 2 years ago or a year ago, and they got the kid. I don't know why it's been a while since I haven't said his first name for him. Coaches was Aaron Hoshin, the guy I can't remember his fucking name. It's been a while. He was already fucking there. Real good dude. Yeah, I was only able to watch partial of the stream before I got home.
Okay.
So, I guess could maybe fill me in real quick with the whole going to the doctors.
You want to give him the quick one?
Okay. Quick way is I have.
Cancer.
Yes. You want to just tell him because my kid's room is like right.
No fucking way. You have the cancer?
Okay,
Yeah,
so the whole thing about like
Hold on. You know what? Here it is. I'll just fucking type it up in the fucking chat.
Not bad.
Just this way you can.
It'd be amazing if you like link me to some kind of store from Florida. It's like
well,
cancer,
I
man,
could link you to
cancer.
I could link you to the stream. You just have to go back to like
No, I was watching earlier.
An hour ago.
I could rewind it. Yeah.
no, but it takes like an hour to get to that portion. It was a journey.
It's
Mhm. All right, there you go.
That is a summarization right there.
Oh wait, there's more. You can hear
Well,
it.
I remember you repeating it when Eddie again. It's not like he was broken down.
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie fucking broke down completely. Like he took the headphones off and hung his face out of camera range.
Well, it was in camera, but
He was.
he was looking away.
He was.
Jay was silent, quiet, and Wiggy looked like he was gonna tear up again.
I ripped into fucking Young Jay tonight too. Like
Yeah,
he was like. He was just kind of like, I just was not in the mood for any attitude or his fucking bullshit.
Yeah, honestly, when you said that, I just sounded like really like rapey. I just ripped into Young J.
Like dude, well, he's like, I'm only gonna be here for a fucking hour. He's like, fucking, how long is this shit gonna fucking take? And I went, really? You're gonna fucking throw around that fucking attitude? You can fucking leave right now.
Yeah, when you send out something like emergency, you kind of don't want any lip.
But at the same time, it was kind of confusing because you're like, when you tweeted at Johnny, it was like, it's cool. I'll inform you on Skype later. LOL.
Yeah.
So
It's just, well, see, you guys gotta understand. I've been laughing about this all fucking day because if I don't, I'm like a big ball of shit. And
I know. It's just it was.
You'll be like Eddie over there.
like the most fucked up thing was like I tweeted to my brother and everything else. And
You did?
no, actually, text. Sorry. Well, no, I do tweet to my brother every now and then.
No.
I thought you tweeted nice. Okay, never mind, go on.
But my brother was he's like coming up with like shit left and right, and he's like, well, can I tell my mom? She may, and I'm like, no. And he's like, okay. I'm like, sorry, dude. I'll tell her when I want to tell her. And he's like, and then I'm like, so how was your day? LOL. And he completely fucking just veered away from that question. He's like, have you thought about getting a second opinion? I'm just like, dude, leave it the fuck alone. Like, it is what it is. A second opinion isn't going to do anything. They're going to tell you the same thing. Chemo.
Forgot who told me something. I was like, yeah, I mean, it everything sucks at the moment, but that doesn't mean you gotta like, I guess, show it.
Yeah, to
You
be
gotta-
honest with you, like,
I don't embrace it, but just
no, you kind. Well, here's the thing. It's one of those like, you do have to embrace it. You
What
you don't.
movie was it? I hate
You
the
don't.
guy.
You don't have to. How can I put it? Like, be negative about it the whole fucking time.
yeah, that's what I meant. Like, you can be positive and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's one of those, I already know, like, dude, like, from day one of when I had the first one and I was told that it was inoperable, I knew that I was done. They're like, well, we can shrink it down to where, it's minimalized and, it's doable. And I'm just like, how many cases have that been? And when you get a handful of doctors that go 5 out of, like, I don't know, X amount of millions, it's like, yeah, I'm going to die from this.
Yeah, and you were way worse back then than you are now, as far as reacting to it. I remember when you uploaded your first Black Ops 2 commentary after that, and then Because what was it? It was a little bit before that, before you got into cancer. When I got introduced to you by Wiggy.
Hmm.
And once you had gotten the cancer, that's about maybe it was about a month after that. That's when like you were, I guess it showed through your tweets that it was bothering you like by a lot.
Not really. It never really bothered me. The only thing that was bothering me was the fucking chemo. That's the
Well,
one
yeah,
thing I fucking
it
hate.
was
Like
the treatment. Yeah, it was
the,
the
the
treatment.
treat the treatments were kicking my ass more than like knowing the fact that I was going to die. And that's the thing. Like, and I feel bad for my fucking older son because he's going up to Pennsylvania, um, for the whole summer, and his like biggest fear is that I'm going to die while he's up there. I'm like, dude, I'm not going anywhere. Like it sounds really weird, but like you have to think that way. It's like I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry. If I was, I'm pretty sure my health condition would fucking worsen, and I'd be, not doing the shit I'm doing tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, you definitely are like what's it called, mindset better than when you were in the
Oh
beginning
yeah,
process.
well you think about it, dude.
Definitely
I've
are.
had a year to fucking, to think about everything and shit like that. When it first fucking comes out, it's one of those like, oh shit, you know, what exactly do you fucking say to that? How do you fucking react to it? And then my brother's mom, my dad's ex-wife, like we both were talking about it, and she's like, what? She's like, you just gotta laugh about it. She's like, it really throws a lot of people off, but you just kind of gotta laugh about it and just enjoy life, and
Is
do
there any way we can get our hands on the DeLorean?
it. Why? So we can go back in time and I can be like, yo, dumbass, go get a fucking colonoscopy.
Or like that, or just restart the whole thing all over again.
Well, no. Well, I didn't mean to. I meant just to go into the future.
For like cure and stuff. Yeah.
No.
Well,
Just.
I mean, have you thought about cryogenically freezing yourself?
No.
Oh yeah, Walt Disney.
Oh yeah, Walt Disney and
No, that's it. Nobody else. Just Disney.
no, there's one more person.
John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Yeah. Have you thought about what Giant told you? Just cutting off your head and freezing yourself.
That was the funniest.
We'll put you in a mason jar.
Can we do the Futurama route? Maybe keep your head alive.
That was the thing. He's like, sorry, man. He's like, you got to understand all my sci-fi references.
Or horrible.
Cartoons.
From like I'm like, yeah, Futurama. No, you don't chop your fucking head off. You keep the whole body. I'm like, how else is that gonna survive?
Well, it's like Mars Attacks. Do you remember when they took off Pierce Brosnan's head and put on the doggy? Oh no, it was the chick and put on the
It
doggy.
was the chick they put on the
Yeah,
dog.
and he was just a floating head.
Knack, 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 knack. I go in peace. Knack, knack.
Isn't that a Tim Burton film?
I think so.
That one's a good Tim Burton.
Dude, that was absolutely fucking hilarious. I was watching, I think it was like top 10 aliens of all time.
And that was one of them.
And that was one of them. I was like, yes. I couldn't stop laughing at that shit. And everybody's like,
Director Tim Burton.
guys, everybody's like, what's so funny about it? I'm like, you gotta understand. It's just such a
Goofy.
it was like such a goofy movie that like so many people are like, oh, it's fucking terrible, it's trash. And I'm like,
Like
nah,
it came out a little bit after or before Independence Day. It was, I don't know, around that time was a lot of like alien flicks.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too funny. And they were dying by old
By the fucking music.
old 20s, 30s.
The old 20s, 30s music that like blew their fucking heads up. Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. It was like the kids' grandmom's music.
It was just a ooh, it was that.
It was like howling or whatnot. Like it was like yodeling almost, but like
Yeah.
Oh god.
Let's see here. Honestly, how long do you plan on doing the live stream?
You know what? Let me fucking end this.
I was asking if you were waiting for anybody else to like just kind of just like pop in and show up.
Yeah. I don't. Well, people can still pop in because we'll probably just be in here. It's not like we're gonna fucking.
Yeah, just stay in a tweet or whatever.
Yeah.
Just still in here,
All right. So everybody that has fucking watched this, man, I still got like 5 viewers. It's kind of scary. Pretty much, guys. I'm gonna end this now, and don't forget to fucking tune in to Friday. Well, what day is today?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. All right. Yeah. So Friday we will have the fucking. God damn it! I'm having brain farts.
Smash.
Friday the Smash.
Friday the Smashback. Yeah, fucking. God damn it, man.
Friday the stream.
Yeah, we have a stream on fucking Friday at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. fucking Eastern. Come fucking join us.
I think.
Yeah. It has Smash in it. Smashcast. That's what it'll fucking be.
Or if you watch Eddie's show tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Also, I'll be on fucking the Bitch Please podcast on Eddie's show tomorrow.
That
So
is like.
at 5 p.m. Eastern.
That is too Pacific.
Mm-hmm. It's a fucking blast, and it's always fun on fucking Eddie's channel. It's Eddie
I hope he's not.
Sheps.
Oh man, that's gonna bring Sheps down.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't. That's why I was saying tonight. I'm like, man, I just want to even tell Sheps, like,
You know what you need, Brent? I'm gonna tell you right now. You need some Cards Against Humanity. That's what you need. You need some stupid ass answers with even worse questions.
what I need is just to chill out and relax.
Yeah, that's Cards Against Humanity.
That's Cards Against Humanity right there.
Mhm.
There was no clear winner.
Oh, I know. I've
Oh,
played
there's a
Cards
winner.
Against Humanity.
A lot of losers, and I always win. So that's the best part.
You've never won.
Shut up. All right. But yeah. It's
don't
a
think
game
you've ever
everyone
won.
can enjoy. What are you talking about?
I think you won once. No, you only won once.
I'm gonna bring up trials again.
Fine.
Anyways,
Every time, fucking.
and not just in trials.
Every game, but Yu-Gi-Oh, and Cards Against Humanity.
There is no footage of that.
Mm-hmm. All right,
there's-
we're gonna
there's
end
footage
this
of
bullshit.
Wait, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, Friday Night Smashcast is what it is on Friday nights. So, and that's
You got it right.
Yeah, I know. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard fucking time. So, thank you very much, everybody, for showing up. Thank everybody for the fucking kind words. I just will say this. Do me a favor and just don't tell me that you're fucking sorry. Don't have to worry about it. You're sorry to hear? No. Don't worry about it. Or Brett, I'm so sorry to hear? No. I don't want to fucking hear that. Fucking positive vibes, people. All right. Love everybody. Have a good one. Thanks. I need a fat bag of dicks.